Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Where are we going?
We're not going anywhere, but we are going to go live. Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live stream where we get to hang out with you live, read your comments in the live chat.
And we have the judge here with us tonight. Jesus. With his gavel and everything.
If you can see the gavel, it kind of blends in a little bit.
I think it's doing all right there.
We get to read your chats in the live chat if you are joining us real time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And aside from having Jesus on the show.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got the other king too. We got the king of. Thank you very much.
Jeremy's gonna sing a song.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Lynn.
Is that how it goes?
That's
you think I just perform at will for you?
If you're lucky, I may sing along.
Yeah, she just thinks she says sing, and then all of a sudden I put on a show for her. Pretty much. I'll sing you a song. It's a song about a creek where the Florida man roams. There's Don the Con and Russell Meeks where the Florida man roams. You'll never believe it, man. You gotta see it, man. No one believes that it's true. We came in 2020, corruption aplenty. Please don't stalk us here too. Well, Russ, the sus, he's playing his games where the Florida man roams. He's trading water to his own shame where the Florida man roams. Well, you'll never believe it, man. You gotta see it, man. The water is brown as doo-doo. So don't take a drink out of the sink. It's safer just to drive through. All the town hall keeps calling the law where the Florida man roams. I bet they're tired and they're sick of it all where the Florida man roams. Well, you'll never believe it, man. You gotta see it, man. We left our home in Ohio. With wind in our sails, we hit the trails. Now we're surrounded by psychos. Don the Con, he fooled us all where the Florida man roams. We thought he was fighting for us in town hall where the Florida man roams.
We got you!
Well, you'll never believe it, man. You gotta see it, man. We'll prevail over all. Then we'll drink and we'll feast, have no care in the least, and then have a team for baseball. We've been in love with this place where the Florida man roams. Even if we keep hitting a bump to our face where the Florida man roams. Well, you'll never believe it, man. You gotta see it, man. They got a long way to go. They're fighting the man and what the hell stands, but man, they put on a show. Well, you'll never believe it, man. You have to see it, man. No one believes that it's true. We came in 2020, corruption aplenty. Please don't stalk us here too. Please don't stalk us here too.
2024!
I said, Craig the Thomas.
Sean, if you're watching!
I said, Craig the Thomas, he can't keep a promise. With his buddy Silver Scam. They think they're good. They think they're king. They're gonna find out who's the man.
I didn't see that coming.
I can keep going. I can keep going. Off the fly, baby. Off the fly. Off the fly. Don't stalk us here. Don't stalk us here.
Citizen journalist.
Yeah. Yeah, citizen journalist in the house tonight where the Florida man roams. Yep. And the Ohio man calls his home. Believe it or not.
Instead of dropping the mic, don't drop your
This is all I got to say.
I would recommend dropping
This is all I got to say to all the staff. Levy County Courthouse. All I got to say.
Stein drop.
That's right. I just dropped the Stein on you. I just dropped the Stein on you.
Give it up for Jeremy and the rest of the team. Woo! Sean Goodman, if you're watching right now, I hope you caught that. I hope you caught that Easter egg.
We know Jesus is always watching. Even when Lynette goes on a manic Facebook posting spree and then she dirty deletes everything.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus is always watching. Even when she stalks us to Walmart and she has both hands on the wheel and then she goes, whoop.
Right in front of the
You're
child.
number one.
Right
You're number one.
Child.
My goodness, biggest fan ever. Biggest fan ever this week.
Yeah.
Stalks us to Walmart.
But of course, these weren't the fingers that she was holding up.
No.
Count down.
No.
Go down.
She's gonna claim she has a bone degenerating disease, and that's why
arthritis.
That was her arthritis that made this finger go up on both hands. Yeah. She's gonna tell Levy County Sheriff, no, it was my arthritis that made this finger. I wasn't communicating nonverbal sign language to them.
She had a cramp.
Oh, she cramped up. She cramped. Muscle cramp.
She wanted to really do this, but then her cramps made her do something bad.
Yeah.
Because she is a bad man.
She's a bad. She kind of does look like a man. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying. I'm allowed to say that because I have a First Amendment right. Even if a judge wants to take it away and has taken it away, has been called out on taking it away, I have a First Amendment right.
Stacey P.
And while he wants to silence me, and while he wants to silence all of YouTube, the man cannot, the ultimate judge, right there with the gavel, right behind me.
The one and only.
Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus. Who Lynette does not know, unfortunately. It is very unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate. So many things to cover this week. There was court, then there was no court. What's going on in court? There's so many questions about court.
Yeah, and then we were in limbo whether there was going to be court.
Will there be court? Will there not be court? What's going on with court now? What's next steps in court? Like, there is a ton of questions in regards to court. A ton of questions in regards to court. And questions have been asked all over YouTube. And we're going to do our best to answer them because
Welcome, Linda.
It's our life story. This is WTH News. This is our life story, and we share our life story with you. We live our life publicly, and as always, please respect our privacy as well when we're not on the camera.
Welcome, Bonnie.
In
Welcome,
the news
Debbie.
station,
Thanks
broadcasting from the planet.
Anywhere on the planet.
Which even Craig Thomases, the judge, after first hearing or second hearing, he tells me he can get documents anywhere on the planet. Fifth hearing, he says, well, I have a whole problem. I can't serve him if he's in Ohio.
Well, that's a bit of a
Service.
contradiction,
Oh, boy,
isn't it?
that's not a contradiction. If that's not a straight up lie that he says in hearing number 2, how many times has this judge actually lied? Why does this man have immunity? Why does this man have immunity and he continues to lie?
I think he belongs in the classroom and not on the bench.
Yeah, you know what?
A lot of people have noticed
those who can do, those who can't teach.
He loves to take the opportunity to teach. There are going to be those that go, Jeremy, man, you got it out for Craig Thomases.
Thank you, Philip.
Listen, I have it out.
But a very small amount of people are saying that because majority of the people are like, I have never seen anything like this.
This man.
That is not the way a judge should behave.
Should not be on the bench. And there's a good fit and there's a good position for everybody.
Huey.
And part of good leadership is trying to find a good person and their skill set and put them in the right position. And it's very, very evident to me. Okay, and I've had over 1,000 employees work for me in my vocational career. I can't tell you exactly how many. I do know over 1,000 that I've personally hired, and I can tell you that his fit is not on the bench. Now, he would be a tremendous fit in the classroom. No doubt whatsoever. And I'm sure students love him. And I'm sure there's tons to be taught and there's tons to be learned. And that's where he hits on the sweet spot of his bat. But he is swinging and missing in the courtroom from the bench. He is striking out big time. And I think even in the fifth hearing, you're starting to see a little bit of worry in his
Tanya
face.
says debunked, debenched.
Yeah, so now the big thing now is not debunked. The big thing now is debenched.
Welcome, Irene.
Yeah, they want to see him debenched. Okay, they have questions. Okay,
Teresa, thank you for gifting the membership. Jay, thank you so much. Says, are they crazy in Otter Creek?
Hales, yes.
Thank you, Thomas.
Crazy awesome. Listen, there is a small group of crazy bad, okay? So
very, very small.
Deanna's crazy, right? But
Absolutely.
Deanna is crazy good. There's a difference.
Crazy fun.
George is crazy. Still trying to figure out where that goes on the spectrum because it swings back
Thank
from
you,
crazy
Kitty
bad to
Mama.
crazy good to crazy bad to crazy good. There's crazy bad and crazy good.
My
and
friends will tell you crazy fun.
So, what in Otter Creek, there's a handful of crazy bad, and then there's a handful
Thank
of crazy
you,
good.
Deborah.
And a lot of those crazy good individuals were here at Christmas in the Creek,
Thank
and we
you,
love them.
Frank.
And they are so phenomenal, and I know they're excited already for the next Christmas in the
Thanks,
Creek.
Tricky Chi. I'll try
So-
and move the mic closer.
So we got to cover all these questions that they have about court, okay? Now, and Ohio. They have questions about Ohio as well, okay? I know you got a ton of questions. You got a ton of questions, and we're going to get to them. I promise. We're going to get to them. We're going to get to your questions. And so let's start with George. They've had this question, this burning question that nobody has answered
Thanks,
yet.
Bugs Adventures.
We haven't even answered yet. They want to know who the man in court was behind me and my
Thanks,
lawyers.
Babs.
So I had Randy on one side of me, and then Doreen was on the other side, and then Mark Feather, who you already know his name, who's beyond famous at this point. Mark Feather was not there. He's actually removed himself from the legal team because Judge Craig DeThomasis has been so
He
toxic with his
withdrew
name. Okay.
himself as co-counsel.
And
Yeah.
so, by the way, you
Thanks,
are going to have an
Teresa.
opportunity to see Mark Feather in tomorrow's video at 5:30 p.m.
Thanks,
Eastern
Gina.
Standard Time. You are going to see exactly
Thanks,
what
Victor.
Craig DeThomasis is so mad about. You're going to see his day in court with the chief judge, okay? All right, so that being said, George, they want to know who in the world was the person sitting behind me and Randy.
Well, a couple people are saying that the mic's a little bit low.
That's okay.
So when we first walked into the courtroom, her attorney, I guess, got stood up and was sitting at the table in front of where Jeremy and his attorneys were sitting. And so his legal assistant was sitting front row and center on the left side. And so he just remained there once court was in session for Jeremy's case. So that was
Awkward.
Lynette's lawyer's
Paralegal.
legal assistant.
Even though we've called him a lawyer in the past and Silver Scam has called him boss, apparently Silver Scam does have
Thanks,
some sense
Ken.
of humor or sarcasm,
Thanks,
one or
Jim.
the other. But he's called him boss in the past, and that is Brent, the paralegal.
Thanks, Janice.
So a little awkward to have Silverman's paralegal
Thanks, Jim.
literally sitting right behind, listening to anything me and my lawyer talk about.
Yeah.
Not okay. Definitely not okay.
Thanks,
I mean,
Sapphire.
is it illegal? No. But there is professional courtesies and ethics. And, for example, okay,
Thanks,
so
Vicky. Thanks,
many
Steve.
people have brought up that, all right, Craig DeThomasis, Silverman, good buddies. They were both criminal attorneys, and they worked together in Gainesville. And then
Thank you, Taz.
then Silver Scam has Craig DeThomasis preside over his divorce. Is it illegal that she now represents Lynette and Craig DeThomasis is the judge? No. But is it
It's a bit sus.
is it suspicious?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Do you think that is a geez, what would you call that? Code of conduct? No. It would
I don't know,
be.
a lot of people think it might be a conflict of interest.
It
or-
is a major conflict of interest, okay? It may not be illegal, but it is a conflict of interest. And so legally, Silverman can still represent Lynette, but it is a major conflict of interest. And most people of high integrity and character would actually remove themselves and say, no, I don't want to be a part of this. And for example, most people of high integrity and character, like Brent, should have gotten up and moved over to the other side.
Because I got up and moved.
So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Brent. What I'm saying is proper code or proper ethics or proper manners would have been, yep, let's get over it, let's move to the other side. Or it could have been, you know what, I'm going to stay here and see what they say.
And eavesdrop.
I'm going to see what they say. What do you think they're going to say?
It would appear that he's eavesdropping, obviously.
And it was, I'm going to tell you exactly what me and my lawyer said. All right, George, you're the lawyer. You ready? Hey, Randy, what kind of nickname can we come up with Silverman? All right, well, George isn't very good at this game, so.
I didn't know I had to answer. I thought I was just supposed to be your lawyer.
That's what I pay you the big bucks for.
Oh.
So at any rate, it was definitely there's definitely a conflict of interest
Thanks,
there.
Kurt and Melanie.
And that was Brent, paralegal for Silver Scam. And
thank you, Jim.
And so that answers that question. Okay, so that was a question. All right. Another question. They're going, how can a bailiff remove somebody from the courtroom? All right, you want to tackle that one too?
Well, there was so behind the legal assistant, what's the title? Legal assistant?
Paralegal.
Paralegal.
Brent is the paralegal.
You see someone wearing black kind of behind him. That's me. And then you see someone else wearing like a light top. Not sure who that is. Is filming on a tablet in the middle of the courtroom, and the bailiff spots it and pulls them aside and says, "You cannot be filming in court."
That's the bailiff had every legal right to do that.
That was
the
a big
bailiff had
no-no.
every legal right to do that.
Thanks,
so there are some that are going, the bailiff has no right to do that in court. Yeah, the bailiff actually does.
Especially when there's a sign as soon as you enter, no recording, no filming.
So
they don't even want you using your cell phone at all.
Well, unless you're Lynette. If you're Lynette, you can text, you can do whatever you want on a cell phone.
And the judge will be okay with it.
Yeah. The Thomas says it's great. If Lynette does
Thanks,
it,
Shelley.
yeah, you're good. But he's not biased. He's not biased. No, he's not biased at all.
He's gonna turn a blind eye on her side.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, this is the same judge that assumed
justice is blind.
He assumed that she didn't know what cross-examination was, even though she had recently cross-examined you
both of us in Ohio court.
Ohio court.
Yeah. But has no idea what cross-exam. Justice is blind.
So it's okay for him to assume, but you can't assume.
Well, we know what happens when we assume. That's why I make expectations instead of assumptions.
Says, ain't no depot, ain't no show.
Okay, so now they want to know, okay, how could a judge even move forward? Which, by the way, one of the motions, there were a bunch of motions that day in court, which was Wednesday. And there were a bunch of motions, and one of them was on her side, only one of them, and it was from Silver Scam saying he was moving for no deposition for John Crook. He, in my opinion, he illegally stopped John Crook's deposition. Now, illegal from the standpoint of, number one, he does not even represent John Crook, okay? He's not even legal representation of John Crook, so he has no right to stop anything whatsoever. He's not legally in the system actually being counsel for John Crook. How can he stop anything?
I know why.
He can't.
Because Lynette wanted to dismiss him.
That's right.
And filed the motion to dismiss him.
Justice is blind.
Told our attorney John knows nothing.
John knows nothing. He will never be allowed in my thing. We live in separate things.
We're not even married. Shasta says, why is Silver Slither still there if he was temporary?
Okay, so let's tackle that too. So there are a lot of people that are speculating, why would Silver Scam actually agree to this stay?
Thanks, Dennis.
Even though he didn't agree to a stay. So we're all on the same page. What we filed was to have the judge disqualified and removed from the case because of bias. And any individual watching any of these hearings can see, even if you hate Jeremy Hales, which in all reality, if you hate me, you love me. You probably love me more than the people who actually love me. You love to hate me. And even people who love to hate me can see this bias just oozing out of the Thomases.
Thanks, proud auntie.
So you've got to ask the question, why would Silver Scam actually say, "Oh yeah, we agree. We want this to all be on pause and on hold, but we're going to call it something else. We're going to call it a continuance instead of a stay." Why the higher courts actually evaluate all of this.
Good point.
So, all right, let's hear it. What's your thought, George? Why would Silverman agree to this?
Honestly, she has posted this online before. She dirty deleted her entire group that has a ton of incriminating posts. She has stated that she's been looking for lawyers for months and not one attorney would even touch her case. And
because they want nothing to do with a
because
psychotic,
she has no case. She'd never had a case.
Psychotic stalker.
Not only that, not only did her crazy show over the phone, they can hear it through the phone. She had no evidence. There was no sufficient evidence. No lawyer would touch it. Why? Because she has no evidence, right? And why the judge continued to deny it.
Pause right there. Whereas George says she has no evidence. If you read her petition, in her petition, she actually writes that Jeremy tells everybody not to contact me.
Yes.
She admits in her own petition that Silver Scam actually submits as evidence, how dumb, that Jeremy tells everybody not to contact me. Boom! Case dismissed.
Yes.
But keep going.
And on top of that, now I'm sure she's sharing with these attorneys that she has a permanent civil protection order against her out of Ohio from the both of us, right? So finally she's down to 2 lawyers. One of them was going to do it, but then turns out it was a conflict of interest because he had consulted with you.
For a defamation case beforehand.
Yes.
Yes.
And then her last hope was Silverman. And I honestly think the only reason why he took that case is because she somehow got a temp injunction. Not based on what Jeremy did, based on allegations she's making on his first lawyer.
I think the only reason he took it was because there was $7,000 ready there for a retainer. And so money is money.
Money is money.
Money is money.
Thank you
so
much.
Taking it
Appreciate
without
it.
any counsel, without knowing how psychotic this woman is,
Brandon,
not knowing
thank
what
you.
he's getting into. Now you have to understand, Silver Scam never in a million
he has
years
no idea.
knew
He's
what
just
he was getting himself into.
One, he sees the money. Two, she has a temp injunction.
Now
And so he's going to go off of his buddy's word that there must be legit evidence that you have a temp injunction.
Now he's seeing the reality. He's seeing all the information. He's seeing the real Lynette online, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I got to share this with you.
Thanks, Jackie.
This is my thought, okay? I don't think Silverman's watching, even though you see him in court saying, well, Jeremy's been on YouTube the entire time saying he doesn't even care about the injunction.
So
I don't
he's
think
watching.
I don't think
that mean he's
Silverman's watching.
watching?
No, I don't. Because if Silverman's watching, it costs a whole lot
Thank
more.
you, Jeffrey.
And that $7,000 is immediately gone than if Brent, the paralegal, is
So
watching.
he's going off of
So
what Brent is
my guess
interpreting.
is Brent, he's got
Thank you,
Brent
Linda.
working on everything because he can charge Brent at a much, much cheaper rate. And therefore that $7,000 can stretch much, much longer. But all of a sudden we're at a point.
So are you saying Brent's the mole? Brent's his mole.
There's no moles.
Oh, that's right. There are no moles.
Then all of a sudden here we are in court. And this is the funny thing. Silver Scams actually mentioned once that, oh yeah, the final hearing will be a couple hours. The final hearing will be a couple days. Yeah. And you know what that means?
Because there's so much
another
evidence
$10,000.
on our end.
Another $10,000.
Welcome, Debbie.
So many witnesses, so much evidence, so much to share. That's another $10,000 that Lynette doesn't have. Okay, and there's no doubt whatsoever that money is probably well spent. So why would Silver Scam come in and go, well, yeah, we agree, but for different reasons? Because this can be on hold for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and he needs money. He is not going to stay on if he's not getting paid. And you've got to understand, this man is getting the worst press he's ever gotten in his life. He is literally representing Lynette, a stalking, a horrific, horrible human being, a pathological, habitual liar who goes out and tries to destroy people's lives, tries to extort them and destroy their life, calling them
By
child
defaming them,
rapist,
defaming their character,
because she doesn't get what she
because
wants.
she didn't get what she
And
wanted.
I promise you, if he pulls out, she's going to do the same thing to him. She's going to do the same thing to him. She's going to try and destroy his life. She's going to do the same thing to Brent. She's going to try and destroy his life. So why would he be okay with this? My guess, and it's just a guess, number one, the money's dried up. And now we have confirmation of that because she posted the link again. She needs more money. But then she dirty deletes it. It's gone again. But I promise you, the money has dried up. All right? Now, you're probably thinking, well, does that really matter? Well, you want to know what the next steps are. And I'm not going to share what all the next steps are. But I guarantee you she probably will this week because the next steps take motion this week. All right? And where this is headed, she has no comprehension of the hailstorm that she's about to get hit with.
Thanks, Jason.
She has no comprehension what she opened up to herself, what she opened herself up to when she started this in the Florida courts. And I can tell you where this is heading, she's going to need a retainer of $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 just to get a lawyer to actually represent her. Her retainer will be that high in the next step. That money don't exist for her. And anybody who would ever give it to her is a complete and total fool. You will never, ever see anything back. She will not win. She is beyond guilty. She is beyond guilty in perjury. She is beyond guilty in defamation. She's beyond guilty in extortion. She is beyond guilty. All of the proof has already been shown.
True, Marcus. Very true.
So the next step, she's going to need a retainer, 30, 40, 50,000. She will not be able to represent herself pro se, and nor will Silverscam be able to represent her at all. So she has no idea. This is not over. I'm going to be very clear. This is not over. Even though this ridiculous temporary injunction is on hold, the rest of this is not on hold. As a matter of fact, that was like reading a book and you read the foreword and it's like, okay, well, we dedicate this book to and thank you so much. And now you're getting into it and we're going to get into it fast and we're going to get into it hard and we are never, ever going to lighten up.
Thank you, Colleen. Colleen says, in her paperwork, she said she carries her firearm at all times with the order.
In her paperwork,
she
states that Jeremy tells everybody, don't contact me. She, in her petition, which Greg DeThomas should have denied immediately.
Thank you, Philip.
But frankly, if he would have denied it immediately, we'd never be able to pursue the direction that we're headed. So
that's true, because everything happens for a reason, and I've said this before. God has a much bigger plan with all of this. We don't have the answers. We don't have all the answers, and where it's gonna go and where it's gonna lead to, but I have faith that it's gonna end up in our favor.
All right, 17,931 of you. I know you can get it to 18,000. Come on, share the link. All right, you want to know?
Jessica danced in the beginning.
Come on! Yes. She was dancing. We've even put on a show for you. You're getting show tunes and everything. All right, so where does Ohio weigh in on this? And that's what a lot of people want to know. All right, we're at 18,101. Nice job.
Nice.
Incredible. All right, so where does Ohio weigh in on all of this? That's what a lot of people want to know. All right, so we are still waiting for the judge's decision in Ohio for the January 10th contempt of court hearing where both Lynette and John Crook have violated the protection orders, our civil protection orders, over and over and over again. Where Florida is doing absolutely nothing, Ohio is going to do something. Now, in this time, we are also have filed yet another contempt of court to where the magistrate or the judge is going to force them to appear in person. Now, here's the funny thing.
Thanks, K-Matt Red Queen.
All right, so if the judge says you must appear in person, All right, so they can arrest them
Thanks,
immediately for violation of the civil protection orders. Now, if they don't show up in person, there's immediately a warrant for their arrest. Now, here's where everybody's concern is, okay? And this is what Ohio is trying to figure out right now. All right, so maximum
Thanks, Wanda.
maximum penalty in Ohio for one violation, and they've done this over and over again, $1,000, 6 months in jail. All right, that's maximum penalty, $1,000 fine, 6 months in jail. And they did it over and over and over and over and over again. And the funny thing is here's the other thing where Silver Scam is saying, no, we're okay if this goes on hold. He knows that she told the sheriff, she told the deputies that her lawyer told her she could be at the town hall meeting. She was there for an hour and a half breaking the civil protection order. I don't care how bad of a lawyer you are. No lawyer is going to tell her, go break that civil protection order, because Ohio will come after her.
Thanks, Jeanette.
I don't believe for a minute, I don't believe for a single moment Silver Scam told her that. And I think that's unfortunate she would even say that about him.
According to her, she was sending proof that she was there first to her lawyer.
Okay. And
pictures and videos.
being there first means absolutely
Thanks,
nothing.
Sherry.
If George is there, if I'm there, she must immediately leave. Period. That's it. There are no exceptions. Nothing. Don't ask about exceptions. There are none. 18,582.
Yes, tickle
Can
my
you
road.
get to 19,000 on this live stream? I bet you guys can.
Ooh.
All right.
Thanks,
So,
Joanna. Welcome.
so people are concerned. Okay, so the Ohio judge says, "Yep, you're going to jail. You let's say they broke it 5 times, okay, each, and 6 months. So they're going to jail for 2.5 years and $5,000 fine. And they're going, well, Florida won't extradite. So there's a warrant for arrest, but Florida won't extradite. So
Thanks, Chief Vince, for the gifts.
guess what Jeremy will do?
Thanks, Jim.
Jeremy will hire a bounty hunter, and that bounty hunter will come collect them and extradite them to Ohio.
There's no escaping it.
There is no escaping. So even if they think, oh, yeah, we're safe because we're in Florida, and Florida won't extradite, Jeremy will hire a bounty hunter, and Jeremy will make sure they go to Ohio courts, and Jeremy will make sure they are in Ohio,
Thanks,
and that
Stephanie.
all the consequences are justly served. There is no, well, Levy County Sheriff won't extradite them. Doesn't matter. I'll pay a bounty hunter. They will be extradited. They will be brought to Ohio. Does not matter. So regardless of what Levy County Sheriff will do or won't do, does not matter. Regardless if they go, well, we'll never leave Florida, so we can never, ever go into Ohio. Does not matter. Do you know how many bounty hunters are out there? Do you know how many?
There's probably a long list for Dog. A lot of you in the chat are saying, go for Dog. He
Well,
probably has a long
we are
list.
already in communication about that earlier tonight.
Welcome, Jose, or Josie.
about Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Thank you, Christine, Roman Noodles.
So, you know, we do have a very good relationship with a lot of reality TV personalities, and so a lot of reality TV personalities actually come to us and they go, we heard you will help people build a YouTube channel and be successful. And a lot of people on reality TV, they don't understand what it means. You got to hold the camera for yourself. You got to edit all this. You have to do it all. You're not just a personality. You are everything. Mm-hmm. And so we've helped quite a few people from reality TV. And we get offers with reality TV a lot as well. We've mentioned that in the past, and we always say no, because going into reality TV is not fun employment. You're working for somebody, and when you come down to the hours and the money that you get, it's minimum wage. And if you want to be famous,
Patty Mayo.
If you want to be famous, go into reality TV. We're almost to 19,000. If you don't want to be famous and you want to make an impact with people, then do your own thing, be fun employed. And that's what we want. We want to be fun employed, do our own thing, and make an impact with people. And so when Ohio comes through and says they are going to be arrested and there's a warrant for their arrest, regardless of where they are at any point in time, they will be taken in, okay? Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people are going, well, they're in Florida. Can this happen? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Jessica says she's an ordained bounty hunter. That's new.
Yeah, well, apparently.
New goals for 2024.
New goals in Otter Creek. Everybody's going to be a bounty hunter.
Wyatt says he's a bounty hunter.
Everybody right now, everybody in Otter
Frank.
Creek right now, it's a running joke. Everybody, all the residents have gotten ordained minister.
We can hire Brian back.
Yeah, baby.
to be the bounty.
Oh man, I would love to have Brian
Brian
would
and
love.
Eric.
Brian and Eric would
And Eric.
love to be the
They
bounty
would do the
hunters.
job.
Oh my goodness, they would love that. So regardless of what happens in Ohio, regardless that they're here in Florida, that does not mean they're out by any stretch of the imagination. I hope everybody understands that they are no way, no form getting away with anything. And the fact that she would try and throw her lawyer under the bus. And again, I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again. I want to emphasize this. Even when I call him Silver
Welcome,
Scam,
Lila.
and I'm calling him Silver Scam because his own clients have reached out to us and said, listen, this guy scammed me. He scammed me. He scammed me. He scammed
Thank you,
me.
Stats.
The man never scammed me. And in a different situation, he and I would probably get along just fine because I get along with everybody just fine until you try and scam me or con me like Lynette and Crook. Try and steal from me. Try and extort from me. Try and get me to do something that I don't want to do. So understand that outside of this circumstance, I'm sure I would be friends with Joshua Silverman. Outside of this circumstance, I'm sure I would be fine and friends with Judge Craig DeThomasis. As a matter of fact, Judge Craig DeThomasis and I would probably jam out in the schoolhouse. Be schoolhouse rock, baby. We'd be singing Injunction, Injunction, Junction. Yeah, we're gonna be the Injunction Junction. Schoolhouse Rock. Me and Craig DeThomasis.
Welcome, David.
And my legal team. It's gonna be DJ Craig and his legal team. All right. So, but understand in different circumstances, this would be a much different situation and circumstance where I think I would be friends with any of these individuals. I mean, I actually do care about people, and I think these people, to be in the profession, somewhat have to care about people as well. And we're at 19,120 now. Can you get us to 20,000? Can you get us to 20? Have we ever had 20,000 in the chat? I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out.
Thank you,
but
Jack's
we
I
had
think
19.
You have to be on Facebook and it shows you.
Okay. So, biggest questions, who was behind myself and Randy? We answered that one. Biggest question is, yes, Joyce Hudson. Oh my goodness, I could see her bounty hunting. Yeah.
She would do it for free.
Joyce would be like, Jeremy. She'd go, Jeremy, I got this. She'd push me out of the way. I love Joyce. Oh my goodness, she would push me out of the way. She'd be like, you're my friend. I got this. She'd push me down into the chair and be like, go for it, Joyce. Go for it. So, Ohio is going to.
They're doing good, one ancient one.
Still rule on. So they still have the pending ruling on the first contempt of court, and now you have a second contempt of court where we are mandating that they must show up in court. So you've got Ohio court going on.
Marshall.
You got Ohio court going on, and then she's going to get hit with this hailstorm that she has no idea what's about to happen. And she will not have the retainer. She will not have 30,000. She will not have 40, 50. I mean, it could be as high as $50,000 for a retainer for where this is headed. And if anybody out there is so foolish to give this pathological liar, this habitual scanner, this con artist, that type of money, Lord help you. Seriously, Lord help you. What are you thinking? You will never, ever, ever see any of this back. You already have seen the evidence. You've already seen what she's done, what she said. You've heard it. You've seen it. It's posted. It's screenshot. It's archived. It's all there. It's all there. It doesn't disappear. No matter if she goes and she posts it and then she dirty deletes it, it's all there still. Nothing ever disappears from the internet.
No, Dwayne, thank you.
It's all archived. It's all there. So, what does that mean long term? Long term means this pause, this break, isn't very much of a pause or a break.
Thanks,
it's
Wanda.
only a pause and a break for this ridiculous temporary injunction. Absolutely ridiculous with a biased judge. George, what were your thoughts as we were in court and Judge Craig DeThomasis, Judge Grudge, is talking? What are some of the things that stood out to you? I'm curious.
Thank you, Redneck Treasure, for the gifts. This last hearing?
The last hearing number 5.
I was waiting because if the judge isn't watching the videos, someone's telling him about it, briefing him about it.
Listen,
right?
the entire courthouse staff is
Welcome,
watching
Elizabeth.
the videos. They're all watching the videos.
And so we've made comment after comment after comment that the judge does not have the ability to not interrupt your attorney, to not
insane.
interrupt Attorney Shockett. But he sits there politely once Attorney Silverman is speaking. Doesn't say one word.
Picks up his pen. Oh, just
Taking notes.
Tell me more. Tell me more, Silver Scam. Yes, you're my good buddy. Do you think he's doodling? Jeremy looks like, if Jeremy had my hair.
Doesn't take one note when Attorney Shockett is
I wonder
speaking.
if Jeremy's hair goes out like this when he grows it long. I'm going to give Jeremy a big fat nose. I already got one!
And he says, I know you think I'm interrupting you. I mean,
We've never said that. Who's ever said that?
No one ever said that, so he has to be watching the video.
He's watching.
Thank you, Victoria.
He tips his hand.
And so I was waiting.
Hat.
I was waiting to see if he would sit there silently and listen, as a judge would listen.
Wait, a normal
And he failed.
judge.
He failed the test.
Oh my goodness.
He interrupted over and over and over again. He may have interrupted Attorney Silverman once. Maybe twice. So
I don't remember that. Maybe it's selective
twice.
hearing. I don't remember that.
When
That judge is a Mark Feather. You're a Mark Feather to Thomas's. I love
Listen
Mark
here,
Feather.
M. Feather.
I love Mark Feather. He's an incredible man.
And
He really
so,
is.
so I was waiting to see if he would be polite and listen, and just failed it.
Yeah.
And so when you're sitting in the courtroom and everything's happening,
It's unbelievable.
It's a completely different experience versus going back and watching it. You pick up on a lot of things that you didn't pick up when you're watching it.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely
When the stress level is a
unbelievable.
little bit more down, but when for me myself, and I'm sure for you too, the stress level and the anxiety levels are just so high that at times it's hard to focus and to try and grasp everything that's being discussed in the courtroom.
Honestly, what I'm doing in there is I'm looking where's Rex at, because Rex is the one that I'm hoping is going to protect
Thanks,
me.
David.
Because I don't know what court staff
Thanks,
member
Shelley.
or family of a court staff member is going to assault me next. I don't know if John Crook, who is insane, she goes on and posts, he's a runk, he's a rug addict. I don't know if he's going to bust through the doors and do one of the dumbest things in the world. I'm literally in there going, where's Rex? Am I protected? Yeah, I'm really not even listening to Thomas's as he I can't believe this, because when we go back and he's blaming all the continuances on us. All right, very first continuance, November 29th. It is Lynette going around in circles and circles and circles with no evidence whatsoever for hours, and the court is going to close, and my lawyer gets up and says, can we please 15 minutes. Can we please get the witnesses on the stand? It would only take 15 minutes. That way they're not inconvenienced, they don't have to come back. Mark Feather never said, we'll have this all wrapped up. He did say, you know what, if we actually look at the law, this would be a done deal. And if he actually did look at the law, but Thomas hasn't yet, it would be a done deal. It should never even be in court. It literally says in a petition, Jeremy tells everybody don't contact me. But Mark Feather says, can we just get the witnesses up there? My goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe what this man has done.
I don't think. Oh, another thing that was shocking, because Attorney Feather did withdraw as co-counsel, and he approved it immediately. But is ignoring a bunch of other motions that he continued to bring up your co-counsel and Attorney Feather.
Your co-counsel.
I for sure thought he would drop that, and he brought it up at least once.
This man
Maybe
is
twice.
out of control. This man is out of control. So I'm in there and I'm going, okay, we're responsible for all these continuances. Number one, November 29th is because he let Lynette ramble and
talk in circles.
The courts were closed. Next time, Lynette actually incriminates, or she lies about my attorney, says my attorney tried to bribe her. And so I now have to get another attorney to represent me, because Mark Feather is now a witness in this. He is not a lawyer. He is a witness in this. That's not based on me. That's based on what Lynette did. Next continuance is based on her dodging deposition. Next continuance is based on her dodging deposition. John. Next continuance is her, oh, wait, somebody gave me $7,000 and now I have representation. I deserve a lawyer too. Oh, my goodness. It's all her. There is nothing. So even in this situation, I did not ask for a continuance. I asked for a stay, for him to be evaluated and removed from this because of his bias. complete and total bias. Not once has a continuance been issued because of something I've done. It's all based on what she has done. From the very beginning, that's not even a continuance.
Lynette, not me.
Lynette. It's based on her rambling, then lying, then dodging depositions, then. And Judge Thomasis is literally looking at us and saying, "You're the respondent. All these continuances because of the respondent." Hello? Like, how in the world can a judge say that?
He said something to make you just give a look, to make a face. And then he accused you of laughing, which you weren't laughing.
So he's taken away my First Amendment right to actually make faces now too.
Berlin.
Okay, so First Amendment right, freedom of speech. He's taken that away from me. Second Amendment right to bear arms. He's taken that away from me. Fifth Amendment right, the right to due process. He's taken that away from me because he won't allow Lynette and Crook to actually be deposed. We could go into speedy trial. This has been months and months and months now, not based on me, based on Lynette. I want it done. I want it over with. This is ridiculous. All of this is caused by Lynette. All of it. Not me stalling, not me doing this, not me doing that. This is all Lynette. All of it. Okay?
Thanks, Wyatt.
And we could go on and on. Access to my property, access on a public road, which he can't take away from me. And yet I've still respected his words, even though I don't respect him as a man. Okay? And so this man has infringed upon my civil rights over and over and over again. And what is that going to look like for the state of Florida? Not only that, Levy County Sheriff Department has infringed upon my rights and illegally has not enforced the civil protection orders. Based on state law, based on federal law. What is that going to look like for the state of Florida?
Thank you, Jenny.
Like, these people are not thinking. I mean, how hard? You've heard me say it over and over again. Just do the right thing. Listen, why complicate my life? Why bring this drama into my life? Why, getting on YouTube, I've never thought in a million years we'd be in this situation. We wanted to get on YouTube. We wanted to help encourage people. We wanted to help equip people. We wanted to help educate people. We wanted to entertain people.
And we got stuck with a judge that's obsessed with Mark Feather. Obsessed. Welcome, Siggy. So another thing that was shocking in the courtroom is how the judge has ignored the fact that she has yet to provide any evidence that her mother did not die.
He's ignoring the motion to even prove that her mother did not die.
Thank you, Stacy.
And we could go further into that as well. He tries to act like, well, yeah, I'm gonna make a decision on that today. No, he didn't. It wasn't on the docket. And not only that, there was a motion on ours to further depose John Crook 2 days before the final hearing. So is he gonna go in and go, okay, yeah, now you can get John Crook's deposition, but we have a final hearing in 2 days, and he was adamant this final hearing is gonna happen on this day. How in the world? No due process from this man. And then he is so pompous to go, well, you can take it up to the higher courts, but I don't think they're going to do anything. How in the world could nobody do anything?
So he assumed again, that Lynette didn't know what cross-examination is. He's assuming that the other courts aren't going to do anything.
He's assuming they can't see bias? Who can't see this man's bias?
Interesting. Thank you, Amy.
Should be Judge de biases. It should be Judge de biases. De biases. Yeah, there you go. It's Judge de biases.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks,
hey,
Texan.
It's incredible. 19,420 right now on the live stream. We appreciate you joining with us as we're sharing exactly what's been going on in our life. Now, how's this impacted us? And people want to know, how's this impacted us? So financially, we are well over $80,000 into this so far. I have not gotten, I appreciate it, Deanna. Her name's not Diana. It's
I just
Deanna.
call her D.
And she's getting me another drink.
There's days where I struggle with Deanna's name, and I just call her D, and she responds.
So currently we're over $80,000. I have not gotten my next month's bill, but I'm scared to see it. I mean, this isn't going to end. We're not going to stop. We're in this. We are completely and totally in this to the very end. Fighting for the right for freedom of speech for all people. It just happens to be our case in the courthouse, but this case impacts anybody and everybody. Anybody and everybody this case impacts. And so we are deep into it with no end in sight. So this month, I'm sure once I get my next invoice, we're going to be over $100,000. Easy. And knowing where we're headed and where we're going, this is not going to end anytime soon. So what this has done business-wise is we've had to reevaluate everything and go, all right, we budgeted this and this and this for this year. And now we have to go, nope, 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 nope. We have to put all funds and allocations towards legal fees and towards the legal process as we see this out to the very end and not knowing where it's going to end. And so that does bring some concerns, such as will we be able
Yes,
to do
Little
Christmas
B.
in the creek? Will
Thank
we be
you.
able to do these things? And by all means, we still have every intention to attempt to do those things. To do those, I also have to have a right to bear arms and have security around me with firearms.
Yes.
There are too many crazies out there. As you can see, they literally
Thank you,
stalk
Maureen.
us across the street. There are crazies out there that are illegally on social media platforms sharing my daughter's addresses because they are offenders that need to let everybody know where they're at. And the crazy keeps going on and on and on. And so we've got a lot that's going on for sure. Do you mind explaining to me when the court says you can't mention the names, how come you can't say the names on YouTube? Sorry for asking. Kaylee says, the judge thinks he's God. That's
Thanks,
the answer.
Kaylee.
Kaylee wants to know, how come you can't say their names? Because the judge thinks he's God. The judge thinks his word trumps the Constitution and the amendments, and he doesn't, and nor will he ever. And if this is allowed, it could impact all U.S. citizens. And we can't allow this to happen by any means.
Especially any other news media that's covering the story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandra.
So financially, we've had to reallocate our funds, and we've had to pull back on projects that we wanted to do. And unfortunately, that is Restorage. The love projects that's giving to others, all of this money already. Could you imagine the good we could have done with $80,000? And it will be over $100,000 this month easy. And could you imagine, just think of your own self right now. If you go, $100,000, man, what would I do with $100,000? Do you realize we could have given somebody a home? Do you realize how many people we could have fed? Do you realize how many people we could have clothed? Do you realize how many gifts we could have given this Easter to children in Levy County? Do you realize that we could have helped the Levy County Sheriff Department? Do you realize we could have, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And this is
Welcome
fight
down the rabbit hole.
that we cannot back off from. This
We
is
could have done
protecting
another microwave giveaway.
Microwave giveaway. I mean, this is a fight we can't back off from because it's so important to protect your freedoms, our freedoms. That's what we're doing. Even though it's our fight in court, we're protecting all of our freedoms. Because this court, if he gets away with saying, nope, you got no First Amendment rights, you can't say this, you can't do that. Do you understand how that's fundamentally going to change the world? How that's going to fundamentally change YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I mean, Snapchat, whatever you're on. Fundamentally is going to change law forever.
Thank you, Teresa.
Taking away your rights. This can't happen. This can't happen. And so other things that it's done is cause a tremendous amount of stress in our lives to the point where
so not only physically but mentally. I know that the last time when I worked in healthcare and I had a corporate position, I developed stomach ulcers from being so stressed out, and my stomach, I feel like my stomach ulcers are back. I know he's got issues with his stomach and his blood pressure, and so it's affected us physically and
last night I slept
mentally.
2 nights before that, no sleep.
Thank you, Lynn.
The night before last night, I was in so much abdominal pain, and we discovered
Thank you, Terry.
blood the next morning.
It almost looked like red Kool-Aid, like he had poured red Kool-Aid.
So it's it's negatively impacting my body as well. And you're going, how in the world did you notice that? Because when we go, the ranch house, when we go to the bathroom, we don't flush unless we go number 2 because it's a very old septic tank. And we're not going to pay for a new septic tank until we build our dream house there. And so,
thank you, Sandra.
So when we go number 1, if it's yellow, we let it mellow. But we had no idea. In the middle of the night, I was in so much excruciating pain. And in the morning, George is like, what in the world did you do in here? And I'm like, what are you
went
talking
to go
about?
wake him up. I'm like, hello? I had to wake him up. I'm like, hello? Did you realize that this happened? He goes, no.
All blood. Internal blood. And so there is stress. There is no doubt there's stress. There's stress on your body. And the way that we try and deal with that stress is through humor. And so whether it be saying the words Lynette or whether it be recalling some of the ridiculous things Lynette has said, such as, "My mother died!"
Ma'am, what proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother didn't die! So things along those lines that are just insanely funny. But so we try and use humor, but at the same time, it's extremely, extremely stressful. And not being able to go out.
Thank you, Chief Vince.
Not being able to even go out, and I'll be honest. I'm always honest with you, but
yes, Dan.
Today we were out to lunch with our lawyer, and we're in the parking lot, and I went, "Lynette's vehicle!" And he even jumped.
He
He's like,
even panicked.
Like,
as soon as we see her vehicle, my stomach just turns in knots because you never know what she's gonna do.
she gonna hit us?
She
would.
She just flies off the handle and she's just so unhinged.
There's no doubt she's gonna try and kill us. She's gonna try and kill us.
Oh yeah.
With a vehicle, with a firearm,
I don't
with
care
something.
how old she is.
I don't care
how much she weighs.
It doesn't matter.
The firearm that she carries on her at all times
Weighs less than 2 pounds.
Yes. That's where the danger is.
It's the size of this, and it weighs less than 2 pounds.
It weighs more than what's in here in her head. Thank you, Dee Dee.
And so now you have that aspect of where are we going? We went out to Bubba Q's as well, and that was was that last Sunday we went to Bubba Q's? We met you at Bubba Q's.
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday.
Monday.
Okay.
Last
Well,
Monday.
at any rate, the
'Cause I
last
remember getting
time
the Monday
Back Monday,
special.
yeah.
the last time we went to Bubba Q's, the very first thing, this huge dude, huge. I'm a big man.
There were 2 guys walking
I'm
out.
a big man, but these guys, they're huge. They're like, "Hey, Jeremy!" And stuck out their hand to shake it.
Oh, I was getting ready to record.
Fans.
Because I'm like, is this Rat's friends?
Fans. And I went,
Well,
"Man,"
they could be Rat's friends,
and I went,
pretending to be
and
friends.
I went, "Thank you
fans."
so much for that greeting. The last time I came in here, I was assaulted." And they started giggling. And so we were just so thankful. 99.9% of people are just so polite and so good. And, you know, even if they hate you and they talk about you behind your back, most people don't
Thank you,
have
Fluff.
the cojones to talk about somebody like that to their face, especially when they see me in real life and how I'm a large man. I'm a very big man. God's blessed me with this body, and it jiggles. I mean, it's like a manatee. When you swim with the manatees the first time, you're like, "Holy cow, they're big!"
Well,
And so,
kind of like the picture of Rhett that we shared with you. He's looking up like, holy cow, Jeremy's taller than I thought.
that's Rat looking up at me going, "What did I just get myself into?" And so,
Dawn said, yes, Jeremy's much larger in person.
yeah, those who have seen me in person,
We
it's
get
the
that a
same
lot.
thing.
Jeremy gets the comment of, wow, you're much taller than we thought. And then people look at me and they're like, you're much smaller than we thought.
Yeah, anybody who's ever met us in person, they say the same thing
Yes.
over and over again.
Because Jeremy will stoop down so that
When
we
we're
can be the
filming,
same height.
I bend over and stoop down so
Yeah.
that
And then us sitting, we look like we're similar in height.
we're not. We're nowhere close. We're nowhere close. But all that being said,
Thank you,
know,
Granny
for
Peggy.
us personally, financially, it's taken a toll. There's no doubt about it. It's taken a toll, but it's a fight we can't give up. And I think you guys understand that. You understand if you're a United States citizen that you have this fundamental right of freedom of speech. It is protected speech by its very nature, by its definition. It is protected speech, and no judge can take that away from you. And so you understand that this fight is so crucial. It's not the 10th Amendment, even though that one's important. It's not the 12th Amendment, even though that one's extremely important. This is the First Amendment, fundamental freedom of speech. And we have to fight this. We have to fight it for not ourselves. We have to fight it for all of you. And so it's a big burden. It's a huge weight. And I keep telling my legal team, I said, I hope you understand at the end of this. I keep telling them, I said, I hope you understand at the end of this, you're going to become the fundamental go-to legal team for YouTubers fighting for freedom of speech. And they've been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, masterful, artful. And we know what's going on behind the scenes, whereas what we will share and what we don't share, and what we do share is this, and what we haven't shared is
Thanks, Hot Rod.
this. And so it's encouraging to have them with us as well, and it's encouraging to have a legal team that not just wants your money. I mean, that's their job. It's okay to want money, okay? And I'm not saying they want money. I'm just saying it's encouraging to have somebody that doesn't just want money. And I referred to a person called Silver Scam. I think he literally just took Lynette's case because he wanted the $7,000, but literally cares about you as a human being, and cares about First Amendment rights being attacked. And so that's huge. When you have somebody on your team that actually cares about you as a human being, that cares about what's happening to you, that cares about real life situations, First Amendment rights being attacked, that's huge. That's huge. You can't put a price on that. You see? So when Lynette goes, all right, well, here's $7,000, Silverman. You can't put a price like, oh, that's $7,000. It's priceless when you find people that actually care about the cause and care about you as human beings, and that means more than any money. And I truly, I hope you guys understand that. But it's caused a tremendous amount of stress. It's caused physical issues with our bodies. It's caused financial, to where we have to reallocate. We have to figure out where this is all going. And I'm a business guy. I truly try to figure out
Thank you, Harriet.
where it's heading. I try and forecast the year ahead of time. I have plans. I have goals.
Thank you, Greta.
Like one of the things I wanted to do this winter season, I wanted to get a
Thank you,
brand
Kathy.
new bathroom in Deanna's home. Okay, so Deanna right now, she comes over to the schoolhouse to use the showers. I wanted to remodel a full bathroom. I haven't even told her this yet. I can't. there's no way I can do it.
Because she's perfectly okay with that.
No.
And I know she will understand. She's in the background going, don't worry about it. And I know she'll understand. I get it. I know she'll understand. But I wanted Deanna to have a full bathroom to where she doesn't have to come to the schoolhouse for a shower. She does have a toilet and sink, but she comes to the schoolhouse for the showers. And I wanted her to have that this year. We wanted to have so much of the schoolhouse done this year. And we had to stop that and go, whoa, we don't know where this is all going. That has to be on hold. Those things have to be set on hold. We wanted to do a whole bunch of Restore to the Love projects.
Jan-Marie.
That has to be set on hold right now. And to forecast where we're headed with all of this. It's by no means over. If anything, this is just the precursor of what's to come. And it's gonna get hot, it's gonna get heavy, it's gonna get deep, and it's gonna be hard stuff. Really, really hard stuff for people to go through. And it's going to be hard stuff for us to go through. But we must go through it. Giving up is not an option. Giving up is not an option. And there are those that are going, well, Jeremy, you did give up. You actually agreed to having the temporary on you. I have a temporary injunction on me.
There's one in the live chat, TB Dallas.
I have a temporary injunction on me with no end date. Indefinite. It's an indefinite temporary injunction. Now, if the injunction was just for communication, you can't communicate with Lynette.
Candace.
Who cares? I don't want to communicate with Lynette. You can't be anywhere near Lynette. Who cares? I don't want to be anywhere near Lynette.
That's why we got our civil protection.
To
orders,
keep
so
her
we
away.
Keep them away.
Now, when the temporary
That's
injunction...
why we issued the cease and desist, because we didn't want communication with.
That's why we spent all this money. Keep her out of our lives. We don't want to film this. We don't want this on
Melinda.
YouTube. And yet, here we are.
Thank you, Tracy.
Not by our will, not by our want, by what she's done, okay? And so understand that I don't care about a temporary injunction in regards to communication. I'm not going to communicate with her anyway. I don't want her anywhere near me. I literally have fought to keep her away from me. Yes. And so that doesn't matter. But when First Amendment rights are attacked, that matters. When right to bear arms is attacked, protection, that matters.
Especially if you've never brandished your firearm or threatened to pop a cap in someone's
Which
behind.
these two have
no
done
reason.
to us.
Yes.
Over and over again.
Yeah. Do you want to do the mail?
All right. We definitely, okay, so here's what I want you to understand. Tomorrow, you're going to see another court hearing. And the court hearing was with Mark Feather!
Not only...
Mark Feather. It is the one, the only Mark Feather. As a matter of fact, we have something in the works right now. We are talking with Mark Feather, and so many want to know, can he clear his name? Well, we're going to ask him on camera. That's the plan. He is now withdrawn as counsel, and therefore we can talk to him in that regard. And so we do have a meeting with him this week, and we're going to try and ask him questions, and we're going to continue to give you answers and document this. This is a video diary of our lives. This is our journal. If you want to watch, if you want to see what's going on in our lives, click on it. And here's the beautiful thing. If you don't, you never have to click on it. Ever. Ever. All we're ever doing is talking to a camera. We're not talking to anybody but a camera. Just like this. Just like this. And if you want to watch, you can watch. And if you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch.
Yep.
But we're going to have some exciting things right now because we have some super cool fan mail.
Fan mail to catch
That's
up on.
no doubt going to be hilarious. And I'm just going to say no male song today, okay?
Okay.
And
I'm okay with that.
I'm just going to start, well, yeah, you two can sing it. They want, Jessica and Deanna want to sing it. So they're more than welcome to sing it. All right, let's see what we got here.
All right. This came all the way from Vicky from Canada.
This came all the way from North Carolina.
They got mail.
All right. Read all of this on your channel unless you think it might cause you problems. Oh my goodness. Well, if Judge DeThomasis is watching, it's absolutely going to cause me problems. I don't even know who it's from yet.
If anyone sent a super chat and I missed it, I apologize.
Have you
Thank you so much.
pre-approved this? Okay. I'm just going to read the first line because it's not pre-approved. Dear Jeremy and George.
Does it say you can read?
It says, unless you think it's going to cause you problems. It says, Dear Jeremy and George.
Oh, yeah, that one's okay.
This one's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it has been pre-approved. All right.
Sorry, I thought it was
I've been a follower of you and George's life. I really feel like you are a part of my family. I pray every day that God will prevail over your life in your behalf. I'm 80 years young.
Hey now.
Yeah, 80 years young. And I right away when I've seen the first and the second videos of the court hearings, right away, if you're not blind, how biased and corrupt this judge was. Talk about being biased.
Yes.
Wow, everyone can see how biased he is.
Thank you, Vicky.
Even a blind man can see how biased he is. I just added that line, by the way.
Well,
all right,
Greg doesn't think so. He doesn't agree with that.
That's true. Maybe he's blind. Should absolutely recluse himself, and him being friends with the lawyer Joshua Silver scam is not right. Ugh! Did I say ugh? Okay. Please watch your back, and I pray for you and George. Stay safe. I mailed a 2-page letter to the News 6 in Orlando and a 2-page letter to Steve Leto in Michigan about the corruption that's going on in the courts and the sheriff department in Levy County. Lynette is really feeling powerful right now. Thinking, oh boy, I got this crooked judge on my side, as well as Silverman, and oh yeah, great Amanda Martin's victim advocate. That crooked judge needs to do the right thing and grant you the win over Lynette and her lies that she says. That's what it says to the judge. To the judge. He's the jug. And her lawyer and the Lynette. God bless you and George. And if he rules for Lynette, take this case as far as it can go. I promise you we will. And I have no idea who it's from. It just came from North Carolina, and whoever sent it, thank you for all your support.
This
Appreciate
is from
you.
Ronnie Ward. Thank you, Mike and Ronnie, so much. Says, okay to read on air. George and Jeremy, we've been collecting a few gifts for you both and finally had a moment to mail them out. The sign is for the men's restroom at the schoolhouse.
Toilet rules.
The
If you lift it up,
posters
pull
are
it
for
down.
you
If
to
it runs
use.
out, replace.
Sorry about
Miss
the
it,
crack
clean
in
it
the
up. If
case.
smell,
I
spray
had
it.
a
Ladies,
Captain Pulmonus
please
moment.
remain seated for the entire performance. Gentlemen, stand a little closer. It may be shorter than you think. Whoa!
There's a vintage Ghostbuster pin in here. This is for your collection. And the cross is to remind you both that no matter the situation, God is always there in any situation. God bless you both, Mike and Ronnie. Thank you, Mike and Ronnie.
It's always backwards. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This comes from Scott and Darlene Williams in Newcastle, Delaware. Hi, Jeremy and George. Hope this finds you well. Last week, my husband and my sister and I were visiting Florida, and we managed to make our way to Otter Creek. Drove past your place to say that we were there. We just meandered the streets a bit and getting a lay of the land. We've been watching you since COVID and feel like we've known you for a very long time, even though we've never met in person. And on your recommendation, we went to Bubba Q's for lunch. Don't get assaulted. But by all means, always go to Bubba Q's. Awesome place. I was going to leave a gift for you there, but the young girl that waited said that you had not been in there for a while. Well, guess what? Last time we went, we got assaulted. Well, the time before the last time. I wasn't there in a while, and I didn't know if it was on purpose or you were just busy, so I opted not to do so. But we'll still treat you to lunch one day. As I watched the stream Sunday evening, my heart was breaking for you, Jeremy. While we all know that God never gives us more than we can bear, the burden can sometimes feel overwhelming. The chaos that you're enduring right now is beyond taxing for sure. And as court reporter for 39 years now, I mean, this is from a court reporter.
Jamie. Happy belated birthday.
All right, I can't wait to read this. This is from a court reporter. As a court reporter for 39 years now, I'm embarrassed to say what your experience in the court system of Levy County is beyond anything I have ever seen in my entire career.
Oh my God, Judge DeThomas's hair is in the chat and just sent $5.
Well, thank you, his hair. Waving in the wind.
Hairs.
All right. All right, and is anything I've ever seen in my entire career. Okay. It's reassuring to hear other professionals express how bizarre this encounter is. I've worked all across this great country throughout my career, and while I've seen some unusual things happen, this is by far the most unprofessional scenario I've ever seen. And quite frankly, I'm embarrassed that this judge and the entire Levy County court system. Fighting the good fight is not always easy, for sure, but I pray with you every day that God will bring this insanity to close soon before anyone gets hurt. Of course, while you're not perhaps physically hurt by the battery on Sunday, there's also no excuse for such behavior from anyone ever. And knowing the morons across the road still possess firearms is simply mind-boggling.
It really is.
So far, we pray for your safety every day. On a happier note, we also visited Cedar Key on our trip that day, and we simply fell in love with it. Cedar Key, we love Cedar Key.
That was our first choice when we wanted to move.
We're talking about planning our next vacation there because it brings us such peace and tranquility that we thrive on when we are on vacation. And Bluebell Creamery ice cream. Oh my goodness!
So good.
Capitalized it.
Apparently, Save-A-Lots carries it.
That will be sorely missed until we get back. Anywho, I would send you this note. Sorry to type. My handwriting's not good these days. I have a tremor condition that makes what used to be very nice handwriting look worse than the chicken scratch. No offense to the fluffy butts. God bless you. And hello to Patience and Christian and Baby Pepper up north, Deanna and Brian in Florida. And all special hello to Miss Belinda for always being professional and courteous, even in the face of idiots.
The kids are doing.
I love it. We love you all, Darlene, for the Williams and Elliott's family.
That's
Thank
funny.
you, Darlene. Oh my
Look,
goodness, that was great.
A gray sweatshirt from Michelle Hoffert says, "This is to replace your sweet tea sweatshirt."
No sweet tea stains. No, thank you so
Welcome,
much.
Miss
Look
Eddie.
at that. No sweet tea stains. Oh my goodness.
All right,
that's
the
funny.
next one is from Kimberly Henline. Look what she sent.
Oh, this is Google. This is Walnut Creek. This is Walnut Creek
all
cheese.
in the fridge,
This
Kimberly.
is where I used to live in Amish country.
Kimberly,
Colblunt's. This is
what
Colblunt's
Jeremy
chocolates.
ate so far.
This is Colblunt's chocolates. Okay, that was Gugasburg. All right, as soon as I saw Gugasburg Swiss cheese, baby Swiss, this is the best Swiss cheese in the world, okay? This is where I lived for a good 8+ years. And so I know the good stuff, and this is the good stuff.
Thanks, Kimberly.
It's from Walnut Creek Cheese. It's incredible.
Yes.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's like tasting home. All right, this is from our good friend Allie Hale in Wisconsin. Allie is such a precious follower and fan. Hi, What the Hales. I'm so sorry to hear what everything is happening to you. I will be in Florida at Orlando March 14th to 21st. I hope to see you both. Be cool to meet you guys in Florida as a trip for my family. Everything's happening to you makes me feel like crying. Allie, don't cry.
Allie.
Keep smiling for us, even if we cry. Allie's such a sweetheart.
She is.
Allie really is a sweetheart. We named our alligator after Allie. And Allie's getting big, and she's and I'm talking about alligator in the back. She's just I love Allie. Both Allies.
Not sure who this is from, but it's from Best Threads, and
Ugh! Oh my goodness. Oh my good. I gotta wear that. I gotta wear that one. I mean, I'm pretty partial to this one right now.
Thank you, crazy lady.
But
This is good.
that's good.
Debunked is good too.
Yeah, I've been wearing you guys are sending so many good ones. It's very difficult for me to actually choose. I was wearing manatee as my spirit animal earlier today as well. All right, this one is from Mary Dale. And Mary Dale from Williamsburg, Ohio says, Jeremy and George, I was watching you Sunday night. Really made me sad that a person would do something like that. Talking about the rat. Stephen Cunningham, Amanda Martin's son, assault me. I'm sending you love, Angel, to watch over you both. Love you, Mary Dale. Look, Mary Dale sent us the angel right here. Boom.
Nope, not today, Satan. That's a good one.
Today's not the day.
There's no note, so whoever sent this, thank you. And then this one's for you.
Oh, we got matching?
Oh, his and hers. Nope, not today, Satan.
Nice. Sienna
Thank you,
O'Brien.
whoever sent this,
Iowa.
please.
Sienna O'Brien from Iowa says, to Jeremy and George from Sienna O'Brien. Oh my goodness. This is the picture of the other side of the card depicts the incident, the momentous importance of the history of the United States in the later days. June 1776, Congress appointed a committee to draft and protest against the opposition under which the colonists were suffering. The Declaration of Independence, which we know Judge Craig DeBiasis would love to undermine.
Here's a
Thank you
vanilla
so
scented
much.
candle. It says, I wish I could take your pain and give it to someone we both really hate. A gift. Enjoy your gift from Addie Johnson. Thank you, Addie.
I love it.
This smells really good.
This is
It
from
smells like cookies.
Margaret Ann Fraser in Canada. It says, a gift from Annie Mae for Christmas in the Creek 2024. Look at that. Annie Mae's already ready for 2024. Check that out. The teething tool, 6 to 12 months. Oh, yeah. That's a really good. That is really good. Somebody asked, what were the toys, the ages that went the quickest? For the youngest kids, the babies. Those toys went the quickest. That's what we didn't have enough of.
Oh.
Well, actually, I can't say that we didn't
From
have
Jean
enough of.
Kissel. Thank you so much, Jean.
They just went the quickest.
We got the other ones that you sent as well.
All right. This box says fragile, and
And he done
I
dropped
just done dropped it.
You'll like it. I really like
All right, Deanna's telling me that I'll love it. She already peeked. Deanna prepped all this for us.
Ooh, here's another sign from Jamie Bartholomew.
Oh, I know what this is.
Garbage Pail Kids. Thank you, Jamie.
Okay.
Really also.
I am way late on this, but George, I have a Valentine gift for you.
I told her happy belated.
I have a Valentine gift for you, George.
What is it?
Well, since you hate when I get you flowers.
I like the Forever Rose flowers because they
Okay,
last
so
forever.
these are Rose Forever that last forever. And George hates, I'm not joking, George hates when I get her flowers.
I don't hate that he gets me flowers. I just hate that the flowers die within
So
days.
I got her a Rose Forever smelly candle that smells like flowers.
Look at all these signs, Jamie. I think these are from Jamie.
Is this from Jamie?
I think so.
This has to be from Jamie. I think Jamie had a birthday. Jamie had a birthday.
Happy belated, Jamie.
You know what we have to do? We have to sing to Jamie.
Okay.
I'll sing happy birthday to
Jamie.
you. Happy birthday to
Jamie.
you. Happy. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Jamie. Happy birthday to you. Are you gonna harmonize with me or what?
Yes.
You're gonna leave me hanging?
Ready?
You. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
Happy birthday, Jamie. This is from Psychic I Am. There's no note, but look.
Garbage Pail Kids?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love
And then
it.
there's two signs.
Whoa,
on
that
the
one,
show.
that looks like Lynette's. That looks like Lynette.
And there's Airy.
That looks like Lynette, for sure. Oh my goodness. All right, you're taking the candle? All right, that's George's.
Whoever sent these, thank you.
Okay, this is from, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out what it is. Oh, it's an egg pod. Oh, this is for cooking eggs.
Oh, I ordered that. That's my order. Is my name on the label?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I ordered a gadget on Amazon to make him fart salad. So, so that's what this is.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
No, not yet.
Check this out. It's probably for Christmas in the Creek. Let's find out. Let's find out. It's probably for Christmas in the Creek. Hi, George and Jeremy. Heard you were under attack by the mole people. I love it. I love it. We're sending this to help ward off the mole people and try and keep you all safe. Hang it high. Hope it works. If you're ever around the Panhandle, we're so much nicer over here. Look us up. Take care. Jim and Barbara die. All right, Jim and Barbara. This is amazing. First of all, we're under attack by the turtle people. The mole people are all going to be giving testimony in court. This is amazing. You know what I'm thinking, Jessica. You know what I'm thinking.
Here.
Come on. You know what I'm thinking. You know.
Look at me.
Look at her. Now you know what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
yeah.
Jessica did not know what I'm thinking.
Well, I was looking at
You can put it up now if you want.
Gotta go now.
George and Jeremy, love watching you two in all your journeys. These license plates were from my mother's car. George, easy way to pronounce my state is massive two.
We just set this up.
And then a swear word.
I'm not paying attention.
Okay, friendly version, Massachusetts. Much
that up.
love. Jenny,
Dukes of
the other part
Dukes of
for
Hazzard, right there. Check that
for
out.
my brother, yes, I'll make sure he gets these.
That's a $200 RC Dukes of Hazzard car we found in a unit. So cool. So
Almost.
Harriet says she has an
That-
egg pod and she loves it. Thanks,
Deanna
Harriet.
actually posted it on eBay,
Cleaned
and I was
it up
like,
and everything.
and she cleaned it, put it on eBay. I'm like, can you please take that off eBay? I forgot to tell you I want that. And
He
so
forgot
she's
to
like,
tell me
and
he
she's like,
wanted it.
okay. She's like, you know what? You bought the unit. I'll let you get away with it this time. No more though.
Next time you have to dibs it early though.
Or
yeah,
buy
apparently.
it.
Yeah,
Or
I have to buy it for myself.
If it makes it to eBay, you gotta buy
Yeah.
it.
Chickens make me happy.
Sorry.
There's
All-
no note, so whoever sent this, thank you.
All the way from Canada, Vicky Marie Ayers. Holy cow. This is all the way from Canada. Do you want to show some of this?
Sure.
Wow.
Is it
Holy
Christmas in the
candy!
Creek?
I don't know that it's Christmas in the Creek. It looks like Canadian yummies.
I see a lot of arts
Yeah.
and crafts.
Okay, here. I see, look at that. I see gold. I see London. I see France. I see gold in this from Canada. Okay, there's a card. Let me see if I can open it and see what's going on in here. Look, there's Canada stickers all over it. Hockey sticks, the whole deal.
Ooh. Some Twizzlers.
Never have enough Twizzlers. All right, let's
More
see.
gold coins.
This might be a Valentine.
Yeah, it may be.
Dear Jeremy, will you be my Valentine and come and live in Canada? They are so much nicer. P.S. We don't have any turtles.
I don't think that's what's on the card.
No, it doesn't. It says, hey, Jeremy. Hey, George and Jeremy. It doesn't say that. Hey, George and Jeremy, I know you guys love chocolate. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
It's all for you to share with friends. We have friends here. I love watching you on YouTube. Vicky from Vancouver, Canada. Thank you so much, Vicky.
This has to be for Christmas in the Creek.
No, I think that's for you. You love puzzles.
Along with this.
You love puzzles, but make sure, Vicky, will you
we'll
let
share
us know?
the chocolate,
Yeah.
and then we'll assume these are for Christmas in the Creek.
Well,
But
I don't.
everything edible is we'll share.
I'm always a little concerned about assuming. I like to expect. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? Whoa! Enjoy your gift, J&G. I am the one who accidentally sent the white box. It was supposed to be chocolate-covered strawberries. Here's a gift for you guys. Love, Joan. Oh my goodness,
they were
Joan.
like cookie boxes or something like that.
Were they delicious?
No, they were just like empty cookie boxes.
Oh my goodness, Joan.
Thank you,
Joan got
Deborah.
me an unstained sweatshirt too. Oh my goodness, Joan. That is funny.
Do the right thing. Look, the kangaroo.
Oh, yeah, kangaroo court. Man, I wish I could wear
For
that in
kangaroo
court.
I think this one's
Whoa.
for you.
Whoa.
Look, this one's for you.
What is it? What is it?
A kangaroo.
Oh my goodness, how am I going to
Do the
choose
right
what to
thing.
wear? How am I going
Do
to
the
choose
right
what to
thing.
wear? I could literally
You have
choose.
enough shirts for like one date.
For
each day.
Oh!
That looks
Oh
good.
my
that
goodness.
Smells good.
You smell
I
that?
can smell it all the way over here.
Holy
It smells
cow,
good.
that's good.
It says George and Jeremy, enjoy these teas. The design came about while watching some of the court
We're
proceedings.
probably going to have some
Please
chocolate.
take notice to the hair.
Right here.
Let's look at the hair. Look at the hair on the kangaroo.
It looks exactly like the Thomases. Exactly like the Thomases.
That's too funny.
Oh,
Three
my
households
goodness.
in my neighborhood that I know of have been following this news story. We do plan a watch party. Hey-oh, love from Diane, Sister D, and Lena. Thank you, ladies.
That's funny, a watch party. All right, I'm giving these to you.
Here you go. Or did you put it up?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. This one is from Aunt Patty. Aunt Patty.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at Aunt Patty. Of course Aunt Patty did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, yes.
Look at the golden key from Michelle Hoffert. She sounds like
You know where that's got to go, Jessica, right?
She said she found you a golden jet.
There you go. We have to put that on display. Aunt Patty knows I gotta have some Tums. Look at that. And there's no. She's got another joke. There's got to be a joke in here. Oh, we got Valentine's hugs. I love these. The white cream. All right, let's see. What did Aunt Patty? Aunt Patty's got jokes. Trust me. What's it say? I can't see.
Just do the right thing, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I could
That's
literally
perfect.
wear a brand new T-shirt for the next 5 years from all of you
Yeah.
guys. This
Yeah,
is no
you
joke.
can.
George has all my T-shirts from you guys all lined up in the closet at
And
home
it's
in
color
Hale's,
coordinated, and I
at
had
Hale's
patients
headquarters.
help me.
Thank you. It's not a joke, and some of them I refuse to wear. I'm like I don't want to wear these. I don't want to ruin them. And some I'm like I have to
Yeah.
wear it.
George and Jeremy, just a little something to take to court with you. Hope it helps from Kathy Didion, and
We'll
It's-
do this one next week.
it's an
Because I know what it is.
emotional support pickle.
Oh my God.
For us to take to court. Says, life isn't always all bread and butter, so this pickle is here to help you deal with all the life, with what life throws at you.
To
deal
with what
instead of
life
deal.
throws at you.
Thank
Yes.
you, Kathy.
So cool. That box I set aside, I know what it is. It's not from a fan, so don't think that I was being disrespectful to a fan, please. This is from Letter Inside, Read on Air, and well, let's find out. It's from New York.
Oh.
New York.
This is from Shane Cook. How cool! It's a vintage postcard.
Oh, Shane sends some of the coolest stuff. Look, we got Easter decorations.
It's from
Jenny?
what date?
I think it's from Jenny.
See if I
Yeah,
can find a date.
this is all from Jenny in New York.
1954. Thank you, Shane.
We got St. Patrick's. Hey! Wah-ha!
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, we got Easter. We got St. Patrick's.
Easter's.
We got, oh man, check that out.
Jesus' promise.
Jesus'
Or God's
promise,
I
right
don't
there.
know.
We should put, yeah, God's
God's
promise to
promise.
never flood the entire earth all at the same time again. Love it.
So there is carabiners that came with these. There's a whole bag of
Aw.
them from Gene Kissel.
Easter
Says,
eggs.
enjoy your gift. Sorry for the delay. Now the carabiners will make sense. From Gene. Thank you, Gene.
Easter eggs, which by the way, we have Easter eggs in almost every single video. If you don't watch every aspect of every video, there's an Easter egg in every video. And for those that don't know what Easter eggs are, Easter eggs is
Like
a little something
nugget.
extra, or a little clue, or a little, and there's a lot of it. All right. Well, this says to Deanna as well. This is very creative. Very creative. Okay. Jenny says, Jeremy and George and Deanna, I'm very, very sorry for all of you that you're dealing with and these craziness. And if I had $1 million, I'd give it to you. If you have $1 million, invest that $1 million. Live off of the interest of that $1 million. And then
Thanks,
you can
Shane.
use
Awesome.
any extra to help other people. Always pay it forward. Always pay it forward. Always, always pay it forward.
Yes.
When God blesses you, please bless other people as well. To help you fight the crazies, and I know you would. I know you would, and we appreciate that so much. And we're gonna continue to fight these crazies for you as well. And the fact is, as much as I don't like Lynette, I'm gonna fight for her right for freedom of speech as well. Okay, and so I want everybody to understand that it is everybody.
Well, only
the fight
protected
for
speech.
protected speech.
This is not protected
Yeah,
speech.
yeah. So there are things that she has done that is not protected speech, which is why she has a permanent injunction, or she's got a permanent civil protection order on her. And she goes on to say, Jenny, and she's got a lot to say, and we appreciate her. Thank you so
Jenny.
much, Jenny.
This came all the way from England. Says from Juliet. Says to Jeremy and George, I hope this letter finds you well. I know you both have been going through a lot. Please keep your head up. Yet again, I have crocheted some bags for George and Deanna to put their phones in so they don't lose them. Please keep it safe.
They will lose them. I promise you. They will lose them.
To put our
Aw.
Yeah,
phones in them.
the other
You
thing
can
that
pick-
George
you can pick whichever one.
George
You
also loses her glasses all the time. She's like,
want.
I don't know where my glasses are.
And then they're on my face.
Like,
Wish I was this creative.
are you being serious right now?
Here, Grace is 9 years old. You want to read this?
Oh, Grace is such a sweetheart. Hi, I'm Grace. I am Juliet's daughter. My mom is a big. My mom. You have to
Mum.
understand it's
They
mom.
say mum.
It's mom. My mom. I wish I could hear her accent right now. I love the accent. Hi, I'm Grace, Juliet's daughter. My mom is a big fan. She was so kind. We helped with Christmas in the Creek, and you're amazing. Don't forget, and you inspire me to be kind. XOXO from England, Grace. Grace, you are
Aw,
such a
thank you,
sweetheart. Oh my
Grace.
goodness, Grace. I wish I could hear your voice right now. Whenever I feel down and I could hear you say mom, I would be happy instantly, Grace. So maybe I'll give you my phone number. You can call me and leave a message, and if I ever feel down, I'll just listen to my voicemail
Well,
and
they
listen
can-
to you say
Or
mom.
make a YouTube video and send
Yeah.
us the link.
That would be good too. I could hear you say mom anytime. I love
She
the,
could read you
the
a
England
story
accent.
on YouTube.
That would be even better.
Yeah.
That would be even better.
Yep. Stories with Grace.
That's everything.
All right, so that concludes all of the fan mail. That was a lot of fun. We needed that.
There was some crazy good stuff in there.
Yeah.
You guys are hilarious.
Well, our fans do have a great sense of humor.
You guys are
and
Hale's hilarious.
That's what makes our community.
Hale's hilarious.
The ones that get our sense of humor and then we get their sense of humor, that's the best. So we are going to have a sale this evening. If this is your first time attending one of our live bulk sales, first things first, make sure you are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important. That way Jeremy and I, along with our moderators and everyone at home, can see the live chat happening in real time as close as possible. If you're watching from Facebook and you don't plan on bidding or claiming it this evening, just stay where you are. But if you do want to claim or bid, make sure you hop off of Facebook, come on to YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. It is for free. That way you can participate in the live chat. We do have 2 lots that are going up for auction this evening, and the rest will be claim to fame, buy it now sales. What we do is we sell and or auction off bulk lots to you.
And you have to remind me, Tuesday we have to go to Cedar Key Food Bank. They have a bunch of Beanie Babies that I told them we would auction off for their benefit,
Okay,
and then we give them
because I have
money.
hats, gloves, and socks for them.
We
as
were
well.
we were supposed to be there earlier, and I forgot with all this court stuff, and I feel so bad because I promised them I would come and get it, and I messed up with all this court stuff. It's my fault.
So if a lot goes up for claim to fame, buy it now.
Thank you, Jamie. I just saw your super chat. Thank you so much.
Our mod will type in go in the chat, and the first person to claim that amount, which Jeremy will announce prior, wins that lot. And then if we auction off an item, Jeremy will throw a 1-minute timer, and then whoever the highest bidder is, once Deanna types in sold in the live chat, wins that lot.
Thank you.
If you do the claim to fame, thanks Jessica, drive safe, you have the option to be surprised, or we can show it all to you. And then if you are outside of the U.S. and you live in a different country, you're more than welcome to bid or to claim it. Just know your country's custom laws, and if there's any import fees. Also keep in mind that there will be additional shipping costs. Those shipping costs vary anywhere between $50 and $200 based on the weight, the dimensions, and the location of where you are in the world. If you are, we ask that all winners and buyers this evening send us your information immediately to whatthehales@yahoo. Jeremy will remind you along with our moderators, and we will display the email address on the screen once we go into the sale to whatthehales@yahoo.com. We want your YouTube profile name, your real name, your mailing address, your high bid amount or your claim amount, and then the name of the lot that you won tonight.
Maybe the gavel's for the auction. I don't know. What do you think?
This evening I will send an invoice via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay that invoice. You have an option of paying either using your debit card, bank card, credit card, or your PayPal account. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees. There's no returns. We auction the items off to you, and we sell the items off to you as we find them in the abandoned storage unit or wherever we source them from. At the end of the sale, you will have a chance to win a free item. And this evening, I will have 3 lucky winners based on a trivia question that Jeremy will be asking.
Based on a trivia question that Deanna came up with.
That Jeremy will be asking.
And I don't know what it is.
The trivia questions typically come from the least viewed video of the week. So
probably going to have something to do with court. Going to be my guess. The answer might be Mark Feather! That would be my guess. So be ready.
And then, as best practice,
Actually,
make sure you refresh in between every
Now I
lot.
want to look and see if she asked a question with the answer of Mark Feather.
And make sure you switch from top chat to live chat.
Okay.
Every time
all right.
you refresh.
You know, I would have done that, but she did not. All of her answers, she gives me 3 options, and her answers are not Mark Feather. So don't use that. Okay? But maybe she'll throw a bonus question in there, and the answer will be Mark Feather.
Keep it.
She said next Sunday was her plan
Spoiler
for that.
alert.
Spoiler alert. Make sure you pay attention next Sunday.
Keep in mind that there are YouTube glitches, and we are at the mercy of them. So if our moderators and Jeremy don't see your comment in the live chat, that means no one can see it. So if you're trying to claim an item and you type in 100 and it doesn't show, try adding a symbol in front of it or after it, like the $sign or hashtag or the word claim. And then also, if you have no intentions of paying this week, please do not participate in the sale. That will get you banned, and you won't be able to participate in any future lives.
And just a heads up, Deanna, off camera, Deanna and Jessica really were taking care of us, from getting us drinks when we're thirsty to all of the mail, prepping it, and even beforehand, we're remodeling the live streaming area and the stage, and so I know you guys know this already, but honestly, they make life easier. So that is important with everything that we typically have going on. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready for claim to fame / auction. Whoops, 1 second.
You probably have to mute me.
George has to mute herself. You already are muted. So we're going to figure this out in just one moment.
You can
All right, here we go. We're going to add again. There we go. Just like that. We're good now with the sound. And so one of the things, everything's backwards on camera. So if you think, man, these guys don't know what they're pointing at, everything's backwards. You have to get used to it on camera. This was in a storage unit, and we're starting a whole new setup up here. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, and a lot of those are gifts from you guys that we just absolutely love. Okay. All right. Get the microphone near George. All right. First lot tonight is an auction. Tonight is an auction. Remember, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. And most important is, once George tells me she's ready, you'll have 1 minute to win it. But George's going to already start to show, and she's going to be fast. She's going to be fast.
So if you guys remember, these are the comic books that we found with signatures.
You can start bidding already. I'm going to solo lay out George. So this was in the unit in Jacksonville. We paid $3,000+ for, and we found a ton of comics. And there were 4 comics that we found with Otter. Right there, Roots of the Swamp Thing right there. Right now, 50 is the high bid right now, and George is going to show all of these comics. It's a full box of comics. She's going to go through them pretty fast, but Nightcrawler's now at the 65. Dawn says no sound. No sound?
You were spinning for a second.
Do you have sound now? They're saying no sound. All right.
You were spinning, that's why.
It's back now? Okay. We're back now. Apparently we got sound now. Okay. Well, we're still good. We got sound. All right. We're still bidding. We're bidding on this lot. This is not a claim to fame. This is an actual auction. This is an auction. And last bid I saw, I think, was roughly around, 75. Aunt Patty just said high bid's at 75 right now. 75 is the high bid. High bids, and George is going to go faster as she shows these faster. These were all in the $3,000 Jacksonville storage unit that you saw. You saw them. All we did was put them in a box. That was all we did. And we've got Diane Chase is now at 100. We got Wanda at 25. We got all kinds of 25s. Frankie H is now at 120. 120 is the high bid right now. Oh, Marcus came in at 101. We got 120 is the high bid right now. All right, we've got all kinds. George is going to go a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Boomdog's in at 90. I believe the high bid right now still Frankie at 120. 120 is the high bid right now. Once George is done, she's going to tell me, hey, I'm done. It's going to be 1 minute.
Timer ready.
1 minute to win it. I'm getting my timer ready right now. I hope you are as well. Remember, you want to put that bid in. You want to put that bid in not at the last second. I think high bid right now is 140. I see Marcus at 140. All right, 1 minute to win it. Here we go. Got 1 minute to win it. Remember, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, no returns. And right now, high bid right now is 150, I see. High bid is 150 right now. 150 is the high bid right now with about 44 seconds left to go. Frankie's high bid right now, 150. You'll receive every single comic that you saw in this lot. Marcus says he's out. Frankie's in at 150. With 35 seconds left to go, Frankie's still in at 150. Marcus is out. Frankie's still in. But now we're down to under 30 seconds. Mickey comes in at 128. Now going to beat Frankie's 150. 150 is high bid right now. 150 is high bid. We got Rosie the Riveter coming in at 155. 20 seconds left to go. 155. Remember, you got 1 minute to bid it. You got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. 155 is the high bid right now. Rosie is a bidder. 155 with 10 seconds now. 155 is the high bid. 155 is a high bid. Here we go. Here we go. Now we got 3, 2, 1. Frankie's in 180. 180 is high bid right now. 180 is high bid right now with Frankie. 180 going once. 180 going twice. Boomdog came in at 175 at high bid right now. Is Frankie with 180? Go in, and sold! Frankie! All right, Frankie, you're the high bidder right there. You know what you're going to do. You're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, even if they're the same. You're going to send your shipping address, your high bid of 180. And then you're going to tell George it was the comics lot number 1. Comics lot number 1, okay? Comics lot number 1. And if any of you guys can do math, that means there's another one coming sooner rather than later, okay? Backup was Boomdog at 175. Boomdog, you can also email George, whathehales@yahoo.com. So Frankie, your high bidder at 180, and then Boomdog, your backup bidder at 175. Boom, right there at whathehales@yahoo.com. George will get invoices out tonight after the live stream. All right, this is going to be nope, this is a claim to fame. I was wrong. This is a claim to fame. So with our claim to fame, George will start showing one item, then the next item. We're going to give you the amount. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 whoever claims it at that claim amount first gets the entire lot. You have the option to see it or to be surprised when it comes to you. This claim to fame lot is for $182. George can start showing, but once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 then you can claim it. You can claim once Flippin' Adventure says go, go, go in the chat, all right? So Flippin' Adventure says go, go, go. As of right now, 182, Dawn Gibson's already in on it. 182, Dawn is in on it just like that. Dawn, do you want to be surprised? Wow, Dawn didn't mess at all. Dawn already knows it's a ton of Disney pins. All right, we just got to figure out, does Dawn want to be surprised? And Dawn says, yeah! I don't know if she's excited or she wants to be surprised.
She's saying yay.
I think she's yay.
Like excited.
Okay, well, just put this, even if she wants surprise, put it under the camera really quick. Dawn, you just won all of these Disney pins in your lot, even though you just said to surprise you, so I screwed up. So, hopefully you close your eyes and you're still going to be surprised, okay? All right, next up, we got another comic lot, and it's going to be an auction again. Remember, you can start bidding when it's an auction, not a claim to fame. When it's an auction, you can start bidding immediately. Starting bid is $25. That's with free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. George is going to start showing now, and she's going to show fast. She's going to go really fast, okay? So $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. If you've been watching What the Hales, you saw us find all of these comics in a $3,000 storage unit that we bought in Jacksonville, which we unburied a scooter. We have not tried to start that scooter yet. Maybe we'll auction the scooter off for all I know. But this comic lot is an auction, and when George tells me she's ready and she's shown, you will have 1 minute to win it. Right now we got a high bidder at 55. I see 55. I see 25 and 45 and 55, 50s. We got it coming in hot. Rosie's high bidder right now at 55, 55, 55. Since the gal came in at 50, but Rosie's high bidder at 55. And George is going fast on these comics. I should probably just go ahead and full screen her, but Trinity Meadows just came in at 60. Now Ian Graham is now at 75. 75 is the high bid right now. Carl wants to see the scooter. The scooter's at the schoolhouse, Carl. Come on over anytime. Avery, so you see Avery USMC. That's Carl. He's a local Otter Creek resident that we love and his family. And so anytime you want to see the scooter, come on over, Carl. There are lots on the gates now. Just let us know that you're coming. You got my number. You know what to do. $100 is the high bid. 100 is the high bid right now. Going once? Not going once. It's just still going. We're not quite to the minute to win it yet. It's been a while since George has actually let me do an auction, so I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. Should I just solo layout? I'm gonna. Oh, look at that, Planet of the Apes. No way. Oh my goodness. There were so many good comics. Look at that, more Planet of the Apes. Oh my goodness. High bid right now, still Marcus at 100. Marcus is high bid right now at 100. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Man, Frankie H is now at 120. And George is still showing the comics. Still showing the comics. This is in the $3,000 storage unit that we got in Jacksonville that you saw a couple weeks ago. Frankie's still high bidder at 120. 120.
I'm ready for the timer.
All right. And George says she's ready for the timer. So if George is ready for the timer, you got to bid fast. You got to bid furious because you literally only have 1 minute to win it. Here we go. if I can figure it out myself. All right, 1 minute to win it. High bid right now is Frankie at 120. Frankie is 120. Susan says volume up. Got to go ahead and turn your own volume up, Susan. We got ours up as high as we possibly can. 120 is the high bid right now. 120 is the high bid right now, with about 40 seconds left to go. And Frankie says you keep freezing. Not sure if it's me or you. It's probably you, Frankie, but I can't 100% say. We reset our box every time we go live. Robert's now in 125. Marcus came in at 121. Robert's now in 125. 125 is high bid right now. Gina says, yep, it's Robert. It's Roberto, 125. 125. We got about 18, 17, now 16 seconds left to go. Roberto's high bidder. Marcus just came in at 126. 126 right now. 126 is the high bid right now. Going to 8 and 7 and 6. Come on, 120. Oh, Rosie's now at 128 with 2 and 1. High bid right now is Rosie with 128. Frankie just came in at 130. Frankie came in at 130, 100. I'm not even sure what's going on right now. I'm seeing Aunt Patty says Frankie at 130. I see Gina says 130. Boomdog at 150. Boomdog's in at 150. And then Rosie at 135. And sold! Carol says, when will Ohio get back to you? We're trying to figure that out. High bidder, I believe, is Boomdog at 150. Kirsten just missed it. Just missed the snipe at 190. It is Boomdog. Boomdog, you know what to do. You're going to go ahead and send us your YouTube name, your real name, even if it's the same, your shipping address, your bid amount of 150, and tell George it was comic lot number 2. I know you guys love comics. Comic lot number 2. All right, right there. And the only comics that I pulled from that storage unit is there were a couple Rambo comics, and I pulled them for myself for my own collection to take home for my 80s shelves at Hale's headquarters. Backup bidder is Rosie. Rosie, you are backup bidder at 135. You can email George as well, withhales@yahoo.com. Just a reminder that George will get invoices out tonight after the live stream. All right. No more auctions. This is all claim to fame from here on out, okay? All claim to fame from here on out. This is a claim to fame amount of 130, and I would challenge you, wait to see what's going on. It is huge, and I will even show you that what you're getting is all of this, but George is going to have to move fast, and the claim to fame is 130. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 and she just did. Go ahead and start showing, George. 130, and don't just put your bid in right away. 130 is the high bid is the claim to fame amount. And Gigi Grandma Gale just came in at 130. Gigi Grandma Gale.
She knows what it is.
Gigi Grandma Gale, do you know what it is?
Yes.
Are you sure she does?
I think she's bought it before.
All right, Gigi Grandma Gale, if she knows what it is an entire lot of ephemera. Did I actually say it right for once?
Ephemera.
No, I didn't. It's ephemera. It's paper products.
So you'll
ephemera.
get an assortment of postcards, greeting cards.
Everything, all paper.
Yeah.
Grandma, Gigi Grandma Gale, do you want to be surprised? And just waiting to hear. Go ahead and just put the whole tote under your camera.
Okay.
All right. And she says, surprise me. All right, Gigi Grandma Gale, you're getting a huge, huge tote of ephemera. I still said it wrong. Ephemera? Ephemera? Is that right? Ephemera. Is ephemera right? Collectible paper products that people who scrapbook absolutely love. There's just a bunch of cool stuff, and we've gotten a lot of cool stuff. All right, this next one is a claim to fame. All the ones from here on out are claim to fame. Just a reminder, Gigi Grandma Gale, even though I know you already know because you constantly buy, which is great. We appreciate the support that way. Is make sure you send all your information right there to whatthehales@yahoo.com, and make sure you tell George it's the ephemera. Was I okay that time? Was that all right? Did I do okay?
You got it.
All right. Okay. All right. This next one is assorted. I can't tell you. It's not an auction.
Assorted something.
It's been a while. Okay. It's assorted something, and the claim to fame is 135. Claim to fame is 135. Claim to fame on this is 135. I'm going to go ahead and full screen George. 135. Oh, that makes it tough to even tell with the first one. Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. It is on now. 135. Remember, we do not authenticate anything.
We have not.
So it's as is. As is. We do not authenticate anything. And so as is, no guarantees, no returns. 135 is the claim to fame. Tony just claimed it. All right, Tony. Tony's going, I know what that is. That is a purse lot. You are correct. It is an entire
Tote not included.
tote not included of a bunch
Of purse.
of purses and totes and stuff. Okay.
Totes, purses,
Do
bags.
you want to be surprised, Tony? Let's see what Tony has to say. Tony just says yes. I think Tony says he wants to be surprised.
She usually likes to be surprised.
Okay, so Tony probably wants to be surprised. Tony, you're getting that huge tote that I put in the camera there. And just remember, just a reminder, if there's anybody new, we don't authenticate any purses or anything like that. Now we did have, was it Tony that got a purse from us and it was a $2,800 purse? That was Kirsten. Kirsten's in the chat. I saw her miss that snipe. So Kirsten can tell you she got a purse from us. It was authentic. It was a $2,800 purse, and I promise you, she did not pay that much for it. So and we get excited about that. We think that's phenomenal. All right, and
she also
so
had another score, a watch for $350.
Oh, she got a watch from us that was worth $350 as well. She's done all right. And we've sold gold and all kinds of things. All right, this next lot, which is a claim to fame. They're all claim to fame from here on out. And Tony, I know you know what to do, so I'm not going to repeat what to do. Sending all your information. Just go ahead, send it right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com. All right, claim to fame amount, $98. Remember, that's free shipping here in the United States. Claim to fame amount, $98. And you may be able to already figure out what this is. And once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 claim to fame, there it is. Boom. Robert Jones has got it already. Woo! Robert Jones was right on it. All right, Robert Jones, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Robert Jones just claimed it. I'm going to go ahead, write Robert Jones' name down. And Robert Jones, claim to fame, $98. Do you want to be surprised? Let's see what Robert Jones has to say. $98, claimed it right away. It was like, boom, on it. Robert says, surprise me. All right. Okay. Robert, just so you know, everything in this box you are getting, okay? Everything in that box you are getting, Robert Jones. So, Robert Jones, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, even if they're the same. I don't know. You could have made up a false alias of Robert Jones, okay? So, even if they're the same, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, $98. Tell George it was assorted DVDs, lot number 1. And for those who understand when she writes lot number 1, it means because there's another lot of them, potentially soon rather than later. Because the next claim to fame is $99. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 you can claim the fame. George is going to start the show. As Flippin' Adventure says go, go, go. $99.
Still sealed in
$99 is this one right here. This claim to fame is $99. $99. And let's see. I think we got it. Robert Jones again.
Woo!
Was it Robert Jones? It was Robert Jones. I'm pretty sure it was. Wait, did I get it wrong, guys? You tell me.
Let our mods confirm.
Sorry, yeah, mods confirmed for me because I was taking care of something else at the same time. No, it's Daniel Jenkins. It's Daniel Jenkins. Robert Jones was close, but it was Daniel Jenkins. All right, Daniel Jenkins, you were on it. All right, Daniel Jenkins, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Let us know, Daniel Jenkins, if you want to be surprised. Daniel Jenkins is the claim to fame winner on that one, and we just need to know, does Daniel Jenkins want to be surprised? And we're going to go ahead and show, boom, right there. Entire box of, yep, says surprise me. Right. Daniel Jenkins says surprise. So you're not too surprised. That entire box is coming to you just the way that it is, Daniel Jenkins. So Daniel, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address. You're going to send your claim to fame at $99. Tell George it was assorted DVDs number 2. You're going to send all that information right here at whatthehales@yahoo.com. Just a reminder for everybody, when you message us, because we literally get 1,000 communication pieces, messages a day on all various platforms, you will get an automatic or an auto response. And don't worry about that. George will find your email specifically. She'll filter through everything and get you out an invoice here tonight. All right. Now, Next claim to fame is $95, but do not, I can't emphasize this enough, do not claim it based on the first thing you see. You need to understand that everything you're seeing is empty, okay? You're going to see things, but they're empty. I do not want anybody claiming it and go, oh man, because you're going to see a word that's going to make you go, bah! They're empty. Make sure you understand that. All right, $95, $95, and now you're going to see the word. All right, I'm going to go ahead and full screen George here.
So
Solo
these
layout.
boxes are all empty.
Okay, so she's showing you things, as I already stated, they're empty, and we understand still collectible. So it is $95 is the claim to fame. $95 is the claim to fame, okay? And George is going to keep showing here, all from storage units. We found a ton of Pandora. Which unit was that from? Was that from the Jacksonville unit? Pauline!
I think so.
Pauline just claimed to fame at 95. Pauline just claimed to fame at 95. All right, Pauline, what we need to know, Pauline, is do you want to be surprised? And just so you understand, you're going to be receiving absolutely everything inside here, okay? So there's a ton of stuff. Pauline, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? And one of the things that I shared with people before, like I find empty watch boxes. I've sold watch boxes on eBay for $500, an empty box. So you may, as you guys are sourcing, Pauline says be surprised. Yes, so that's Pauline. You may want to, don't just throw stuff away. Don't just throw stuff away. Like, look at this even. I don't even know how that got in there, but that is stinking cool. This isn't a jewelry box, but it's super cool. Model kit box right there. Don't just throw boxes away because there's value to people, all right? There's collectability value. A lot of people love to put boxes on display. Even we had an old Colt firearm box. That box alone was worth $200. So boxes actually have money. Okay. Pauline, you know what to do. You're going to send all your information right there to What the Hales. You're gonna send George your YouTube, real name, shipping address, your claim to fame at 95, and tell George it was your empty box lot. Empty box lot. Okay?
All right. The next one was actually purchased before at a previous sale, but the money was donated to Christmas in the Creek, so we're putting this back up.
So person purchased it, then said keep it, go sell it again, use the money for Christmas in the Creek. And again, just like the last lot, don't bid right away, okay? But the claim to fame is $97, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna full screen George right now. This is looking like a bag lot. Is this a bag lot?
Yep, these are all empty reusable bags.
We get a lot of these. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. Claim to fame is 97. Heather is in. Heather is in just like that. Just like that, Heather is in. Did not mess around at all. Heather, we just need to know, do you want to be surprised? Because this is a big old stinking tote. It is huge. Huge, Heather. $97. Let's see if Heather wants to be surprised or not. It is a big old tote of all kinds of assorted bags that you can reuse anywhere going shopping. Heather says she doesn't. I don't know. Does she want to be surprised or no? Heather says no. Let me see. Heather, do you mean no? You don't want to be surprised? Show it all. Just emphasize with me. Let me know. I saw Heather. Heather said no. Let's see. Let's see what Heather says. Just waiting for confirmation from Heather. Just waiting for Heather. She says no on the surprise. Show it all, George. So George is going to show it all. Heather, you're going to get to see it all. I'm going to full screen you, and George is going to have to go fast. Whether she wants to or not, she's going to have to go fast. I'm going to move this cord here. Maybe I'm not going to move the cord. I am not going to move the cord. All right, Heather, you're going to start seeing them, and there are a ton. And she's going to put them up, and she's going to remove them at the same time. So, Heather, you're getting it all right here. Just a reminder. Wait, now she's saying no surprise or no, I want to be surprised. Just keep going. I don't understand what she's saying. Just go fast. Go extremely fast. You got a ton of those there. Oh, now they're saying Heather wants surprise.
Okay.
Okay, all right, Heather. I screwed it up. It's my fault. Heather, it's my fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault. And I've never said that to a woman before. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I actually have said that before. Okay, so Heather, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and you're going to send us your claim to fame amount, 97. Let George know it's the reusable bag lot right there, okay? And you're going to send the email right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com, and then George will send out invoices tonight. Just a reminder, you will get an auto response, but don't worry about that, okay? Don't. Niche Lady goes, just like the Fonzie. I was exactly. Niche Lady told us that that carnival picture that we found was worth a couple $100. There's 4 glasses with it. Niche Lady, there's 4 glasses that we didn't even know that we had with it, and Deanna put it up on eBay for $249.99, I think. So this next one.
This is a second chance lot.
This is a second chance lot. First person who claimed it did not pay. This is claim to fame $101, and I would say that Jesus would approve.
I'm just gonna put the whole full screen me. I'm
Full
gonna put
screening.
the whole what is this called? Flat.
Flat. That's called a flat.
This
All right,
is
Flippin'
very
Adventures
flat.
just said go, 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 and is 101. 101 is the claim to fame. So there are quite a few flats here. As a matter of fact, I see 2, 3. I think there's 3 flats.
So just by looking at this item, you'll know what
You
type
might
of
know
stuff that's included
that
in this lot.
Jesus would approve of this. 101 is the claim to fame. 101 is the claim to fame. It looks like we got quite a bit. Heaven's home. Heaven says, amen, Jesus approves. Looks like we got a little bit of a religious lot here. Maybe a lot of a religious lot here. Okay. 101 is the claim to fame amount. George is bringing up flat number 2. Flat number 2. Susie Q says, I got here late. All right. Good night, Carl. Carl's headed to bed. Local Otter Creekian who is going to be on the town council. I cannot wait till Carl's on town council. Here's flat number 3. Flat number 3. This is the Jesus lot. No claims on Jesus yet. Jesus is priceless. Whoa, how did I get hiccups all of a sudden? All right, no claim yet. And we're bringing in more. Bringing in more on this lot. You're about to see. Again, 101 is the actual claim to fame. We've got the Bible on CD, it looks like. And we got the Living Bible on VHS
These are all
sealed.
brand new, sealed.
Kendra Combs just, go ahead. Kendra Combs just came in at 101. Now Bob tried as well, but Kendra Combs got it first. Kendra Combs got it first. All right. Might as well just show the rest of it, Kendra. I mean, you almost showed it all anyway. There's only a handful more, I think. Kendra, you're in. Kendra Combs is already in, and now we know she is not going to be surprised, but she's going to get some super cool stuff. All right, Kendra Combs, here's what you're doing. You got your claim to fame, $101 on the religious lot. You're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, 101. Tell George it was the religious lot. Boom, right there. whatthehales@yahoo.com. Okay. You're going to email. Once you email, you get an auto response. Don't worry about that auto response. George will find your email and she'll send an invoice where all you have to do is click. You got a million ways to pay. And our goal is always that you guys get what you want, whether you're collecting or reselling, and that's a ton of fun as well. All right, next lot. Next lot is 120. 120. This is our last claim to fame and our last lot tonight, and then we got the freebies. You got some freebies coming. I got to put Kendra's name in here. Kendra Combs, I believe it was. All right. All right. And George already put her first thing in, and Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. And the claim to fame is 120. 120. All right. George is already showing here. And Kim M just came in at 120. Kim M just claimed it at 120. Kim, do you want to be surprised? Kim, do you want to be surprised? You will be receiving everything in
Tote not included.
this tote. Tote not included. Kim M, do you want to be surprised? Let's see what Kim M has to say. Roberto, no, you are not blocked. We can all see you. And Kim M says surprise. All right. Kim M, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, 120, and tell her you just bought the assorted electronics lot. Assorted electronics lot right there at What the Hales at Yahoo.com. On the .com. All right. Okay. That being said, George is coming back in here.
Okay.
Wow, what a week in Otter Creek. It's going to feel weird not being in court this week, isn't it? You going to be able to handle not being in court this week?
Yeah.
You sure?
It'll be a nice break. It'll be a nice break.
It won't be a break for long because we're headed to a much, much, much bigger court on a much, much, much bigger scale.
All right. So while like I had mentioned earlier, Jeremy will ask a trivia question based on the least viewed video of the week, and I will have 3 lucky winners this evening. And while Jeremy's figuring out which question he's going to
The answer's
ask,
Mark Feather.
while he's
15
figuring
minutes.
out which-
Co-counsel. Your co-counsel, Mark Feather, said in 15 minutes.
I'm gonna show what the giveaways are, and the theme is Walt Disney DVDs. So you have the choice of either a brand new, these are brand new, still sealed Walt Disney Pinocchio, or Walt Disney Sleeping Beauty. These are still brand new, sealed in the box, and then this Blu-ray of Disney, The Three Musketeers. So if you're the first to answer the trivia
They're all
question
sealed,
correctly,
right? They're all brand new.
they're all sealed,
They're
all new. If you're the first to answer correctly, you get your first choice on whichever one you want. If you're second, let me know what your first choice and your second choice is. Do you know what you're going to ask?
No, but I know the answer is Mark Feather.
Well, I thought that was for
It's
next week.
Your co-counsel, Mark Feather, said in 15 minutes. All right, here is. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. All right. The answer is right there. Okay. All right, here's the question. Based on Deanna, not Jeremy, but I like it. What did Lynette bring to her 5th hearing but was never brought to the previous 4?
That is a good question.
What did Lynette bring to the 5th hearing that was never brought or utilized in the previous 4?
The spelling has to be correct. I'm sorry if
Or
you
in
answered
Walmart.
and it wasn't spelled correctly.
It was not utilized in Walmart either. When the mass amount of people.
Keep your answers coming. Make sure that the answer is spelled correctly. Ooh, Jamie said there was a $400 bear in her lot.
Whoa!
Ooh, I wonder if it was the vintage Winnie the Pooh.
That's so awesome.
Jamie, email us. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know which one it was.
100.
So when we find another one, we can make sure we put it in a lot, and we'll tip you off ahead of time. It's going to be in there for you.
All right. So the first.
Just to be clear, we don't tip anybody off ahead of time. That is a sarcastic joke. Don't send hate messages. We don't read your hate messages anyway. We just delete them. So.
All right. Tons of great answers. And again, it had to be spelled correctly for you to be a winner this evening. The first person to answer the trivia question in live chat, not top chat, with the answer of mask is Gina Quintano. Congratulations, Gina. The second person to answer the trivia question correctly with the correct answer of mask or face mask, spelled correctly, is Debbie Farmer. Congratulations, Debbie. And the third person to answer the trivia question correctly with mask is Debbie Vaughn. Congratulations, ladies. Debbie Farmer, let me know what your first choice and the second choice is. And then Debbie Vaughn will just take whatever is left. Congratulations, ladies.
I could go
Make sure you
so
email
many
me,
routes with that Debbie Vaughn, but I don't have to because I know JK will instead.
Let me know you are the winner of tonight's trivia question. I want to thank you guys all for joining us. If this was your first time, hopefully you had fun with us. Thank you to all of our moderators this evening. We appreciate your help with the live chat, keeping it clean for everyone, dropping links in the live chat. Thank you to everyone that sent fan mail. We love opening your mail and hearing from you and all the gifts you may see behind us in a future live. Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat donation this evening, a super sticker donation this evening, everyone that became a member this evening, gifted memberships this evening, and even upgraded your membership. We appreciate you guys so much. We try and release a pre-recorded video every day, Monday through Saturday at 5:30 p.m. and then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m.
I think I want to write a song on the fly to Craig DeThomas's.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try it. You are my judge, Craig. My only judge, Craig.
Oh boy.
You make me angry.
He may not
when
be your judge
you
for
say
long.
Mark. You'll never know, Craig, how much I don't like it. If I was Noah, I'd kick you off the ark.
What if he files an injunction on you? That's a threat. Wow. Say goodnight, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy
Thanks, Clint.
and
Have a good
Craig.
night.